Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Glen Helen Raceway. It is round number 3 of the Rocky Mountain ATV MC NGPC Series, presented to you by FMF, hosted by that legendary group known as the Prairie Dogs. Hello, everybody. I'm Jack Corpella, alongside the one and only Nick Garvin. Nick, thank you for sitting in today. Nick, normally out there racing this event, but because you are a Prairie Dog, you decided, I'm going to roll up those sleeves, go to work this weekend, and take a little trip into the broadcast booth. So thank you very much for being with us, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited to be here. Obviously, this is my own event with the Prairie Dogs, but I love this event so much, Jack, that I had to jump in the booth with you.
I really, really do appreciate it. We were just live on the Racing Jack YouTube channel moments ago, where we saw a rising star, Amari Arnold, flex his muscles. Make sure you check that one out after. And if you're joining us from that broadcast, I'm so glad you're here, because now it's time to take a look at the top pros. Again, my name's Jack Corpella. Thank you for joining us. Nick Garvin here. Mark Tilley on property, but we decided to finally give him a well-deserved weekend off, and the Prairie Dog himself is here. Nick, you guys have outdone yourselves, because normally Glen Helen is 1.5 miles of rough, tough fury. You have found a way to make a grueling track even more difficult. How'd you do it?
Yeah, you know, I put people in place, like guys like Tyler Belknap and Trevor Hunter, and I have a lot of youth in my club, and it filters into what this race course is. Every single year I let the kids do it, and they put a phenomenal course on. As we saw in that last broadcast, the track preview, this place has a lot of variety. The versatile rider will win today, 100%.
We shall see what happens as we give you a look over beautiful San Bernardino, California. Perfect weather for racing today, 77 degrees, no humidity, as it looks like we give you a look at the 1-800 Dent Doc. Is this our track preview coming up, I do believe? Yes, it is. Nick, you know this track all too well. Take me through this punishing facility.
Yeah, here we go. We're going up Yamaha Hill. This is the infamous Yamaha Hill here at Glen Helen. It's the longest uphill we have here. Trevor obviously makes everything look easy. We're going to make a left onto the ridges that Glen Helen provides for us. These ridges, like I said, they're a little bit loose on top, so you got to be careful, a little throttle happy. I know we had a rider go off the edge in this last race. Happy to hear that he's okay. And yeah, Trevor, like I said, Trevor makes it look really easy, Jack.
Incredibly fast, very talented, one of the many out here at the AMA NGPC Series. And here's what I love about this track. So right now, pretty soft, a lot like a desert course, wide open, but in just a few moments, you're going to see it switch to what I like to call the goat path. It's going to get rocky and brutal, and that's why I say this series may test a rider's total ability more than anyone. Here we go. Here's the transition I was talking about. We go from desert to, good Lord, here's the Rocky Mountains.
This is the Boy Scout trail here. Glen Helen loves to use Boy Scout. We love to use Boy Scout. It's a natural spring. As you can see, it's water everywhere. And if you're not patient, Jack, this is where you could lose a race.
Yeah, for sure. You have to be very, very careful and choose your lines very, very meticulously as you make your way down this challenging section of race course. And let's not forget, too, to give you guys a little preview, speaking of the Dent Doc, Craig Hunter and the Prairie Dogs, they have added in a special hill climb known as Joker Hill Climb. And as of yesterday, nobody had hit it. So it's going to add a little intrigue to today's race. Apparently you don't have to go that way, but if you do, you could save 15 seconds. I believe we are ready for call-ups as well. So let's get you down to the starting line. But Nick, are you ready? That's the big question.
I think I'm ready, Jack. This is going to be an awesome time. I love the pro race, and I love what this event brings. I know we're going to have close racing today, and I'm very eager to see this race get kicked off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's introduce today's field. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. A beautiful day for racing. It is round number 3 of the Rocky Mountain ATV MC NGPC Series, hosted by FMF and the Prairie Dogs. And we begin with our women's category, and it's the hometown girl, one of the toughest, most talented female dirt bike racers in the world, out of Riverside, California, on a Honda CRF 250 RX out of Monster Energy SLR. Say hello to Michaela Moto KK Nielsen. Moto KK looking to get it done once again, but it will be a hotly contested race because following her, starting from the number 2 position today, this young lady comes out of Redwood City, California, rider of a Husqvarna out of Troy Lee Designs Husky. Say hello to Ava Silvestri. We hope. And starting in the number 3 spot today, this young lady comes out of the Mohave Valley on a Husqvarna FC 250 out of Knuckles Up Racing. Here is Dana Rayner. So many tough females out here in the NGPC series. Starting in the number 4 spot today, she rides the 402 KTM 250 XC. Here is Madison Weber. We now turn our attention to the 250s, the Pro 2 category here in NGPC. And we begin with the man who starts from the pole today, all the way from Australia on a Honda CRF 250 out of Monster Energy SLR Honda. Say hello to Sam Pretschira. And I've got a question for everybody watching. That question is, do we have any two-stroke fans here today? Well, if we do, this is your boy out of Barstow, California, out of Simi Valley Cycles Yamaha, the only YZ250 two-stroke rider in today's field. Here is Cody Two-Stroke Simpson. Starting in the number 3 spot today, out of the FMF RPM KTM Racing Team, a true rising star. Let's hear it for Cole Zeller. Starting in the number 4 spot today, out of Oak Hills, California, on a Husqvarna FC 250 out of the legendary Hall of Fame Zip Tie Davis Racing Team. Here is the young, tough Justin Davis. Starting in the number 5 spot today, out of Barstow, California, rider of the KTM 250 XCF out of the prestigious Mark Tilley Dirt Bike Magazine IWC Tire Pro Team, the one, the only, Harlem Nelson. Starting in the number 6 spot today, out of Auburn, California, man rides a Gas EX 250, multi-time winner here at Glen Helen. Let's hear it for the one, the only, Lane Lorenzo. This rider comes all the way from Bellingham, Washington, another member of the illustrious FMF RPM KTM Racing Team on a KTM 250 XCF. Here's JJ Concannon. In the number 8 spot today, this man comes from the old Pueblo, Tucson, Arizona. Another rider of Mike Herbert's FMF, RPM, KTM Racing Team. Here's Noah Gordon. And starting in the number 9 spot today, rider of the 159 KTM 250, here is Justin Patton. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your field in today's Pro 2 NGPC Showdown. And that leads us to our Open Pro category, as we meet the fastest and baddest riders in the world. And we start with a man, I don't know if you've heard of him, But if you haven't before, you will now, because he's an absolute dominator. He's one of the greatest dirt bike racers alive today. He comes from Hollister, California, aboard a factory Red Bull KTM. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to your six-time defending NGPC champion. Let's hear it for the number one of Dante Oliveira. Don't know if you've heard of him.
Never heard of
Big
that
deal
guy.
around here.
Never heard of that guy.
Starting in the number 2 spot today, a very bold and confident young man that says, never count me out. He proved that at the last round. He comes from the legendary Kawasaki Pro Circuit off-road team. Starting in the number 2 spot today on a Kawasaki KX 450X. Say hello to Justin Hoeft. Starting in the number 3 spot today out of Hollister, California, rider of the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna factory racing machine. Say hello to the always tough, ever improving 831, Matteo Oliveira. And starting in the number 4 spot today, out of Lincoln, California, out of Liquid Moly, Beta Factory Racing, rider of the Beta 450 with his talented father, Brody. Here is the 200 of Dare D. Martil. Starting in the number 5 spot today, it truly is an international affair because this man also comes from Australia, Melbourne, Australia. 2-time champion in the 250 category, now stepping up to the 450, comes from the illustrious FMF RPM KTM racing team. Say hello to, starting from the number 5 spot, Mason Salmon. Starting in the number 6 spot today, all the way from Lake Havasu, Arizona, on a Husqvarna FX450 out of Norman Racing, TRE Husqvarna. Say hello to Shane Logan. Did I mention this is an international affair? This man comes all the way from Italy, a 3-time World Enduro champion. He rides a Kawasaki KX 450X. Say hello to Giacomo Redondi. Wait a minute, though. That doesn't look like a KX. Giacomo might have switched bikes. Okay, one of our storylines. New bike for Giacomo. We'll talk about it. All right, here comes a man who got my attention yesterday, the Desert Ace who nailed Joker Hill. He comes from Acton, California, on a Kawasaki KX 450X, riding for the Kawasaki Pro Circuit off-road team. The Desert Ace, Dalton Shirey. We hope. And starting in the number 9 spot today, so glad to have this young man. Comes from the Supercross series, out there banging bars in the 250 West class, but we have him here at NGPC here this weekend. Out of Bar X Yamaha with his talented mechanic, Ryan Boyd. Please help me welcome back the one, the only, Derek Drake. That, Nick Garvin, is your field for today's round number 3 of the Rocky Mountain ATV MC NGPC series, hosted by FMF and the Prairie Dogs MC. And remember, this sheet could potentially be out of date because we saw Giacomo on a different bike. We got a lot of things to talk about. There's more riders in this field as well who were late ads. There is storylines aplenty, and that's why we want each and every one of you to stay with us. Drop a comment down below. And get ready for some great racing. 90 minutes plus is what we're about to do.
Very, very, very exciting, Jack. I'm Man, you do a really good job on those.
Well, don't pat me on the back too much. I'll tell you who does a great job, and that is this wonderful country of ours that allows us the freedom to enjoy the racing we love. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, could you please stand and remove your hats as we honor this great country that lets us enjoy NGPC. A tear in my eye, a beautiful day for racing from Glen Helen Raceway, San Bernardino, California. Let's get it on. It is go time. It is showtime. The top racers in the world here with you. Jack Rapella from the Racing Jack YouTube channel alongside Prairie Dog NGPC member Nick Garvin here with us. And Nick, the time for talk is over. It is now time to see who's going to get that whole shot and ride away here at Glen Helen.
Yes, sir. It's going to be an exciting race. It's been an awesome weekend. I'm watching these guys, these pro guys that are out there in practices, out all weekend having a good time. But right now is the time for them to show up. This is what they get paid to do.
That's right. Let's get it on. As I said, if you're just joining us, normally the moto track here is about 1.5 miles. We have stretched it out to 9 miles for today's National Grand Prix Championship Series. Here's one of my favorite parts of Glen Helen. Who needs the Hollywood sign? That's the only sign you need to know in Southern California as Bud Feldkamp's awesome facility continues to rock and roll. Absolutely love it. So many great events here, too. We put this one on your bucket list. I don't care where you're watching us from. I don't care if you're watching us from Australia, which I do know because of Mason Simmons and others. We've got some Australians watching us. Get on that airplane and get here to Glen Helen as we take a look at the ASV Invention starting lineup. Nick, this field is stacked.
Yes, it is stacked. I really want to make a note that, Derek Drake races motocross, he's supercross racer. He's racing NGPC today. That's really cool. It's awesome to see the variety of riders that come and race NGPC. So very exciting to have him here racing with us today.
Cody Simpson, the two-stroke man, wouldn't it be something if he could get it done? Talk to him. He's the only rider today out there on a YZ250. Loves it. Feels like it's a faster bike. He knows he's got some disadvantages compared to the four-strokes, but he is up for the challenge. Dustin Davis, too, the son of the Hall of Famer, the 8-time national champion, Ty Davis. Harlem Nelson, who continues to improve out of the Dirt Bike Magazine team. This field is packed. Cole Zeller, keep an eye on him. He's coming off a win. In fact, Mike Hurlbert here from RPM Racing, he doubled up at a different race. RPM Racing won 450 and 250. He said he'd like to do it at the NGPC Series as well, and hoping today's the day. But with a guy like Dante, that could be a tall task.
It might be a tall task, but dang, if Mason can get it together, he can run with Dante. It'd be really cool. I know Mike Hubert's doing a really good job with the RPM KTM team. It's a mirror of, basically being on the factory guy, and he provides that for these racers.
All right, giving you a look at, we'll have multiple categories out there. In fact, the class that Nick alongside me normally competes in is out there as well, right? It would be 25 plus?
It would be 25 plus. We'll let Nick Stover take it over for me today.
Yeah, no Nick Garvin, no Trevor Hunter either, because what you guys are it's kind of a show of respect, right? When you come to a race where you're the host club, you guys park the bikes and you roll up your sleeves and you go to work prepping this great course and doing commentary and anything else we may need.
Right. I mean, that's the truth. Yeah, Trevor's got his hands full this weekend. I don't know if he can squeeze racing in.
Thank you to the Prairie Dogs. And Nick, help me out. If you know, I cruised the pits, but I did not meet with Giacomo Redondi. And all of a sudden, either he's got a red Kawasaki or he switched to Honda on the 18. When did this happen?
I believe that's his gas.
That's his gas.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, he was racing his Cowie this weekend. Something might have happened to it. I'm not sure. I know on Friday during practice he switched from his Cowie to his gas gasket. Something was going on, but he's equally as good on that as he is on his Cowie.
No doubt about it. I see the 200 at Dare DeMartille down there as well. Some tough luck for him. I spoke with his father, Brody. They actually ran out of gas at the last round. They pushed it a little bit too far. They're hoping to get off the Schneid. And how about that, man? The 831 of Matteo Oliveira clapping his hands. He is ready to go. So we're 2 minutes away from getting this race started. The big number one, though, that's the quandary. That's the President Morgan Wallen who sings the song, I'm the Problem. That's the problem for the rest of NGPC. How do you stop this man? Because for 6 consecutive years, he has rolled the roost here at NGPC. Can anybody step up and dethrone Dante?
He is the man to beat. I mean, he's the champion for a reason. I know there's some racers out here that are getting better every single weekend. He's been challenged a lot more, I would say, aggressively in the last few races. So who can get a start, Jack? That's the biggest thing. I keep saying this. If you get a start, you set the pace, you set the tone. If you get out front early, it's going to be hard to get past or beat here. This track is a little bit tighter.
Yeah, look at this drag strip, too, guys. It's, like I said, I don't know the exact distance on it. Shout out to our dear friend who we lost, the great Chad Tucker here at Glen Helen Raceway. I know he's smiling down amongst others that we lost. He used to know the exact footage into the 45-degree banking of Talladega Turn. It's probably almost a quarter mile, all said and done. It has got to be one of the most imposing starts in all of racing. And remember, here at NGPC, normally we do the dead engine start without a gate, but at 2 rounds, 2 of 10, we use a starting gate, and this is one of them right here at Glen Helen. And I know, Nick, that was a big conversation amongst racers whether or not to use the gate.
Yeah, it was. And you know what? When you come to Prairie Dog GP, you're going to race behind the gate. We're at Glen Helen Raceway. It's infamous, so let's do it. Let's put everything that we have here, implement it into this racetrack.
Look at this track strip. The only complaint, what happened to our lovely 30-second card girl? We had the lovely Nicole Rooney out there earlier. It looks like somebody has taken her job. Perhaps one of the Prairie Dogs saying, I'll be the card girl.
Jeff Belknap with the Prairie Dogs is doing an excellent job today.
All right, shout out, Jeff. You know, we don't discriminate. It could be a card guy as well. Doesn't have to be one of the monster girls. As you see, all the Prairie Dogs out there making sure we are set to go as we are just moments away from dropping the gate on our 450 main event here from legendary and iconic Glen Helen Raceway. Jack Rapella, Nick Garvin with you. It is hole shot time, ladies and gentlemen. Flag coming out. The gate is down as we drag race into Talladega. Turn number 1. Who will get the start? It's a land rush. Watch Dante Oliveira, the big number 1. We're not done just yet. Through the 45-degree banking into the first turn. Who has the hole shot? Who has it, Nick? I can't see. It's not Dante.
It's Dare.
It's Dare.
But I don't know what happened right there. Dare slowed up, and same with Hoeft. That's weird, but Hoeft is now taking the lead.
Hoeft taking the lead. Dante giving chase. Here comes the 250s. We'll have multiple categories out there at the same time, ready to drop the gate. Legendary and iconic Glen Helen Raceway. Cool Zeller's been hot in this class. So has Sam Fretschera. We'll get the all-important start into the 45-degree banking. Dustin Davis, Ty Davis's son. And I think there's a tear in Ty's eye right now watching his baby boy get the hole shot at Glen Helen Raceway.
Executed perfectly out of the gate. Awesome. Justin Hoeft right now leading the race. He overshot that corner.
Oh, no. Hoeft,
I don't know if someone snuck him. Nope, he got it. He overshot that corner. He still has the lead.
All right, we'll give you, remember, as this race progresses, we'll give you a full running order and more. So stay with us. I believe we're ready to drop the gate on the women's category. Here we go. Watch the big number 1, a Moto KK Nielsen, Ava Silvestri in the 454. Looking for the hole shot. Dana Rader, Madison Weber, all the tough ladies. I do believe Ava Silvestri is able to get the whole shot. Is this the day that the young Husqvarna racer has been waiting for?
Yep, that's a good start for her. Let's see. Now, last year she challenged KK here pretty well, so let's see if she can use that start.
And is this our 25-plus able classes coming here?
This is the four-stroke expert 250, 450 racers.
Thank you very much. And as you can see, this class stacked. We still got another start. I believe there's going to be over 100 racers out there on track at one point. This rough, unforgiving 9-mile course. What do we know about Glen Helen? It gets tougher each and every lap. It gets more chewed up, more ruddy. You never know when those rocks are going to come out and get you.
25-plus, Jack.
I hope you're okay, Nick. This is normally the class Nick would be in. No Nick, no Trevor Hunter. Who will seize the day? Somebody on a Yamaha way out in front. Let's see if they can make it stick. Who's got the whole shot? Who is it, Nick?
I think that's Clay Henschfeld. I believe it is. I can't tell, but it is Clay Henschfeld.
Clay Henschfeld able to take the whole shot. Now, Nick, I want to know, would you have got that whole shot?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see them execute like I would, but no, I'm just kidding.
You know, it's tough that just like a football player watching from the sidelines, I can tell my friend Nick would rather be twisting throttle, but we're glad to have you here at this Prairie Dog hosted event, round 3 of the NGPC series, as we get set to go 22 flights up Mount St. Glen Helen. And wait till you check out some of the visuals on this course. We were treated to a little preview earlier for the amateur race on Racing Jack YouTube, and I'll tell you, man, this is the section we're familiar with because it's the moto section. We see it at the two-stroke nationals, we see it at the vet nationals, but once we get into that section up on the ledge, man, it is just a total free-for-all.
There must be a bump at the bottom that we can't see, because that's the third rider I've seen on camera do exactly what Clay Henschfeld just did. Just hitting a bump weird. They're shooting over that corner a little bit, but Clay looks comfortable. This guy's, you know his dad, Steve Henschfeld?
Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah, he's Johnny Campbell's, or was Johnny Campbell's right-hand man for years down in Baja. They won plenty of championships together, and Steve's an iconic to off-road motorsports. Very
cool. There are some legends here, and that's what's great is you really never know who's going to show up here in Southern California. I think it's so cool that the BarX team was able to come out and race Derek Drake. I was able to cruise the pits, and I asked Derek Drake, I said, hey, was it tough to get approval from your team? The team owner of BarX was standing right there. He said, nope. He said, this is what we want him to do. Come out here and have some fun. I'm surprised Parker Ross didn't race with us, but his lovely girlfriend, Moto KK, is competing, and he is going to cheer her on today.
Would you say he doesn't want to get beat by his girlfriend?
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't, and it would be very easy for him to fall victim to Moto KK, who talked to her, and she's really getting ready for WMX that will be coming. And you know what, guys? Earlier today, we were able to catch up with one of our suspension experts, Precision Concepts. Let's take you to that and hear what the legendary Bob Bell had to say. One of our great sponsors out here and one of the biggest names in dirt bike racing is Precision Concepts. It is wonderful to be joined with the legend himself, Mr. Bob Bell. Bob, I got to talk to you because not only does your company continue to evolve, your products, your services, so do your headquarters. You got new digs. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we after 17 years of being up in Riverside, we moved down to Lake Elsinore. And it was kind of a forced move just because of the owners of the building we were in and stuff. But we've been actually really happy down there. We have a suspension area, and it's kind of isolated from the rest of the shop. But then we actually have an area now that we're working on bikes. We can do full bike builds. We can do split cases, do motors. Pretty much anything you need done with a dirt bike, everything is in-house, and we can pretty much do it all.
I think it's all those years of knowledge that really benefit the customer. Something else I want to ask you about, too. There's a lot of different forms of motorcycle racing. Very different and distinct what they do here at NGPC. 90-minute grueling motos. What's the best advice you could give to a racer in this series when it comes to setup, bike build, bike prep? What is your philosophy?
Well, it is true. Grand Prix are one of the most difficult things to set up because you got areas of desert racing where you'd want suspension for that. You've got areas of motocross where you want suspension for that. So it just varies so much. So trying to come up with a setup that's like a compromise is and it's a challenge for me, but I enjoy that challenge, and stuff. It just makes it fun to try to figure out how to do it. But we kind of know from track to track. We keep a list of every track we've been to and all the changes we make for those tracks. And then we help several riders. I mean, any customers we have, plus we have some pro riders that we do help out, like Mason Simmons in the Open Pro, and then Cole Zeller, Noah Gordon, and then like Harlem Nelson. They're all 250 pros and stuff. So we're just wandering around the whole morning and into the afternoon, just trying to make adjustments to everybody's bikes that fine tune it for the course that we're on, because the course has changed so much that you just need some fine tuning.
Finally, as we wrap this up, what's the best way for people to get a hold of you if somebody's watching this and they say, "Hey, I want a Precision Concepts build"? What's the best way to look you up?
You can go online, and we have a Precision Concepts email, or you can call us. We have cards at all the races and stuff. But basically, if you just go to Lake Elsinore and look up Precision Concepts Racing, it'll pop right up, and then it has all our information on it. You can also go to our website, precisionconceptsracing.com, I think it is. I don't do that side of it much. I do the technical side of suspension, so I forget some of that stuff. And we also have an amateur support program we run through Ryan at the shop, and that's Precision Concepts sponsorship at gmail.com.
Very cool. Hey, look them up. Google's a wonderful thing. I know they can find you. You're easy to find. So, guys, check them out. They can do a lot for you. They've got new headquarters, but the quality and experience remains the same. Precision Concepts, a name you need to know. All right, well, big thanks goes out to Bob Bell of Precision Concepts, as we got a first look at just how important it is to dial that suspension in on the left-hand side of the screen, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Bob Bell's a legend in the suspension world. He's been around for years. He took Honda to many, many championships and other racers. His son, Robbie, is one of the winningest racers here at NGPC, back when it was Big Six. But hey, Jack, I think we're getting close to seeing our Joker lane here on screen.
Yeah, I'd like to emphasize this again. I can't remember if we talked about this during this broadcast or not, but Joker Hill, I like to call it Impossible Hill, is coming up. It is a section that the amateurs did not run. Only the pros will run it. As of yesterday, it was virgin. It was unscathed. Only a few guys went up it. There's multiple options, and you don't have to hit it at all, but it's a 15-second savings. And you know this man, Dante Oliveira, the 6 days champion, is going to go for it. So here we go. First time into Joker Hill. Let's get a good look at it. As it looks like we might not have a good look at it. Well, wait, let's see. We'll get it throughout. Hey, we got 90 minutes to give you another good look at it. Joker. Oh, hey, look at that. Our boy Max taking a look at. Hold on. There we go. Hey, you know what? This team, we told you, we're gonna get it, and we appreciate you guys so much, because covering one of these broadcasts are a lot harder than it looks. But I bet the next time around we will see Joker Hill. And here's the thing that's interesting: there is there's a left side line that is the fastest, but I only saw 3 guys make it up. I only saw a couple guys even try it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the boys went up there this morning and filled in the dirt. Oh, that's a big double there. That's awesome to see. I'm wondering if the guys, they cleaned it up. I saw a bunch of them on there. I'm wondering if we're going to be able to see him go up that side.
Well, Dante Oliveira looking like he's ready for a pro motocross national. In fact, we probably will see him at a pro motocross or 2. He ran, I know he always runs with Schugel. He likes running that one, and at Paula. But right now, the 6-time champion firmly in control, looking like another Sunday ride for the factory Red Bull KTM rider. What a great job he's doing, too, with a brand new mechanic this year. He was teamed up with Bobby Dawson for all those years. Bobby D, he's so big time now at Husqvarna. He's not even here with us. He had duties at Bike Week, and he had to run over there, I think, getting ready for a GNCC race as well. But his new mechanic, Brandon Malone, doing a fine job. And looks like behind him is that... Who do we got running second? Justin Heff?
Justin Heff is in second. Derek DiMartillo is in third. And Matteo, one thing I want to note, they're within a 10-second window of each other right now. So they better get on Dante if anyone else wants to win today. They better start pressuring him. But Dante looks so comfortable out front. It's really hard, like I said, Jack. If you get the whole shot or if you get out front early, it's very hard to pass a champion like Dante.
No doubt about it. Dante Oliveira, this man has done it all, but it was interesting talking to the Kawasaki rider you're taking a look at right now, Justin Heff. I mean, so confident and for good reason. Won the two-stroke nationals here last year at Glen Helen. Unfortunately suffered an injury that sidelined him for a while, but now he is back at full strength. And talking to him yesterday, he said that he feels like he's closing the gap. And I mentioned this in our last broadcast. Not only do you have Bones Bacon, the legendary expert over there, you also have a gentleman by the name of, where did I put it, Ralph Alvarado, who does the suspension for Seth Hammaker. And they have been working with Justin Heff, trying to get him the right suspension tune-up here for the Pro Circuit team. As we take a look at Dustin Davis as well, there's just star-studded talent all over this racetrack.
Justin Davis is leading the Pro 2 class right now. It looks like he is in 4th overall, which would be huge if he is. And that's putting him right there in the mix on overall time, too.
And we thank you guys for watching us on the NGPC YouTube channel. Great audience out there today. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you joined us from our earlier broadcast on Racing Jack YouTube, let us know that as well. That's what we've been trying to push this year. We want more views for all these great sponsors like IWC, Motorsports Pros, and all the people that make it happen here at NGPC. And that goes for Precision Concepts, TBT Racing, Guts Racing, 1-800-DENT-DOC. If you get a ding, give them a ring. 1-800-DENT-DOC, Precision Concepts, ASV, Guts, Skaggs Racing, and at the aforementioned IWC Motorsports Pros.
It's awesome. This is an awesome view right here, Jack. There's Dustin Davis going up Yamaha Hill. But what I was going to allude to is Justin Heff is actually closing the gap a little bit on Dante. So, like I said, if he can get a little bit closer, maybe we can get a battle going on here. It would be great. But Dante's just so good. Look how he's already opened the gap that, Heft had a little bit closed on him.
Big speed out there for Dante Oliveira. This is where you separate the men from the boys. Fistful of throttle, wide open. Imagine a KTM 450 in top gear maxed out. That's what Dante will do many times around this racetrack. Great job, too. I see a Prairie Dog down there waving a flag, directing them, because there are some sections where it could get confusing.
Yeah, that's the pro section that Derek DiMartillo yesterday missed. I'm glad that we got it all sorted out for today. But, we got Brendan Watson right here on screen. It looks like he's leading his class at the moment. Brendan, another young racer who grew up racing NGPC from 65s all the way through the ranks. Now he's in the expert class. I think he should be racing pro by next year. He looks comfortable.
I know. It was great yesterday with NGPC's Craig Hunter. I know we got to talk to him. We'll bring you that at some point during this broadcast. Oh, I think we've got it ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, we spoke to Mr. Watson yesterday and the Zip Tie Racing team. Let's take you to that. Again, so let's take you to what Brendan Watson said yesterday. Let's take you to the Zip Tie Racing team and Brendan Watson. You've heard me talk about how NGPC has a great ladder system, all the way from Pee Wee bikes all the way on up. And I'm going to give you a glimpse into the future because this man right here, Brendan Watson, leading Open A, I know one of these days is going to show up in the Open Pro category. Man, how are you getting it done? You're having a career season.
Yeah, I'm training with Dustin Davis, and he's helping me out so much. Just trailing off of him in practice and stuff, that's helping out a lot.
Well, a big feather in your cap to be teamed up with this legendary team, Zip Tie Racing, Kai Davis, the Hall of Famer. How did you get hooked up with these guys?
I've known Dustin since I was like 7, and then I started doing good, like in moto and stuff, and I came to off-road, or I was in off-road, and then I went to moto and came back. So, yeah, it's been good, and then I got hooked up with them.
Being that you're leading Open A, do you ever take a look at your lap times versus the guys in 250 and 450? What is it like? What do you need to break through and make that big giant leap up into the pro categories?
Probably my intensity on like the first lap. I'm losing a lot of time on the first lap, so probably pick up the intensity on the first lap.
Excellent. How are you feeling about a championship this year?
I'm feeling good. Just got to stay strong, stay healthy, and yeah, keep on doing what I'm doing.
Good luck to him. He's off to a great start. He's got a long way to go, but remember that name, Brennan Watson, definitely somebody you're going to see in the pro class before too long. Well, I'll tell you, if this was Baseball America where you rank the prospects, he certainly has to be at the top of the list. I think Brennan Watson is going to be somebody we definitely see in the pro category before too long. Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. The kid, he's like I said, he's grown up in the ranks. He's very familiar with these racetracks. He's got a great family behind him. His dad, Brad's an awesome person. His mom, Amber, they love racing dirt bikes. He's third generational as well. His grandpa was a very famous racer back in the day. And he's got what it takes, and that's all that matters. He's got Dustin Davis to help him, whom Dustin Davis is winning the Pro 2 class right now.
Yeah, and you know, what a great training partner to have. And like I said, the nucleus over there, the patriarch, the Hall of Famer, the 8-time champion, the great Ty Davis. I asked Ty, I said, what are you telling these young boys today? And he said, you know, don't overextend. It's a long race. Don't make that big mistake that's going to take you out of this thing. Try to be patient. But what's funny is it's a little bit of a contrast that some racers are telling me you got to be intense right from the get-go. Some are saying don't overextend. It's kind of probably a mix of both, right?
It's off-road racing. It's tough. You pick your battles, and unfortunately for these guys in the pro class, Dante's got the intensity right off the bat, and the whole time he's out there racing, it's intense. But it's good to see Hoeft. Hoeft is keeping him close. Hoeft is, I think it's going to be his biggest, competitor today for sure.
So we'll give you a rundown. Pro 2 category, Dustin Davis leads the way, followed closely by Cole Zeller. How about Cody Two-Stroke Simpson, number 3 today on a YZ250. Smell that sweet pre-mix exhaust. I still can't believe it that he's able. You would think a 4-stroke would have such an advantage here, but I guess there's ways that a 2-stroke's going to shine as well. Yeah.
The 2-stroke here might be, it might be a better track for him. I do know that Cody Simpson used to work here at Glen Helen. He was a part of the Glen Helen crew for quite some time. I'm not sure if he is anymore, but could you imagine working here at Glen Helen and then riding here all the time?
Oh my gosh. You know what's cool is there are so many racers here that practice week in, week out at Glen Helen, so they've got so much seat time.
Yeah.
But as of right now, you're taking a look at your 6-time Dominator, a Sunday drive for Dante Oliveira. But he comes in with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder because last year made a mistake, lost the lead, and fell victim to Tyler Lynn. So can Dante Oliveira score a win here today at the AMA NGPC Series? That is the question. We still got a long way to go.
Jack, I don't know if it's Justin Hoeft that's in second. I want to say it's Dare that's in second. I keep seeing hints of the beta. We'd love to see if we can get who's running there in second. But Dante's just out for a Sunday cruise. Look at him. I mean, he's just putting it all together, and he looks so fluent when he does it.
Dante Oliveira, fistful of throttle, feeling the flow. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. I got no qualms about putting my stamp on this. That I've seen a lot of fast dirt bike racers in my day. He is one of the best in the game today. Any discipline, any form. One of his most amazing feats, he went east and won GNCC. That would be like a GNCC guy coming out here and just running away and winning it. So Dante proved he can play on either coast.
Yeah, and that's so hard to do. When you're a West Coast racer who races, these fast, high-speed events, and you go to GNCC, which they're a little bit more low-speed, lots of trees, and you go and win on their turf, I gotta say they probably didn't like the fact that Dante showed them how it was done.
little East Coast West Coast rivalry. As I do believe, I think we're ready. Come back with that one time, guys. I think we're ready for a feature here in just a few moments. As I believe we definitely want to pay homage to the Prairie Dogs, who have done such a great job here today and have done an amazing job prepping this race course as we continue to progress through this racetrack. Oh, Dante, this is the Joker Hill. Okay, so this great shot of the Joker Hill that we continue to take a look at. No problem at all for Joker Hill when it comes to Dante Oliveira.
No, it looks like they pushed a lot of dirt into that, but it's still a cool feature, I believe, on this race course. Matteo getting up that, no problem, making it look easy. Mateo's actually clicking off some gears. I believe he's in third right now.
Yeah, Matteo, you know what's cool about him, too, is we've talked so much about his brother. Yeah. Mateo's eager to kind of step out of that shadow.
Yes.
He says, I'm sick of being called Dante's brother. And yesterday, Craig Hunter said it. We were there interviewing him, and we said, hey, when are you going to win that first race? In fact, well, guys in the truck, let me know which one. Are we going to Matteo? As we talked to Matteo yesterday, let's take you to that. Matteo Oliveira, let's take you to it. All right, continuing on. We'll have that in just a moment. It was great to speak with Matteo Oliveira yesterday. He was talking about, there's a look at Joker Hill as well, as we take a look at some of the top riders continuing to blast up that pro section only. Nick, that left line is the one that I was telling you about that nobody has tried so far today. Do you think anybody will dare go for it?
I don't think so. It took a few of us to get a few Dalton up that hill yesterday, and I don't know. That just doesn't seem worth it to me.
Well, before we go any further, let's learn a little bit more about our host club today, the Prairie Dogs. And I have to thank these two fine gentlemen because we couldn't do it without them. Nick from the Prairie Dogs, Brian from District 37. Nick, you guys have done it again, man. Looks like a record breaker. How much work went into this?
A lot of work goes into this event. I've been here since Tuesday. A lot of the club members come in on Wednesday. It takes us about 3 days to get this set up, but when you put on one of the biggest GPs of the year, you have to. You got to be here all week long, and, everyone that's involved, you see what's going on. There's people left and right, riders racing. It's all a safety thing at the end of the day, and we're all out here having a good time. And doing that, it's because of District 37. Without District 37, we wouldn't have these riders that are coming here.
Well said. And speaking of District 37, what a massive district. You have a big job out there. We're talking all the way down to San Diego, Southern California, but it's got to give you a warm, fuzzy feeling to see this many of your riders come out and support this race. Tell me a little bit about it.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. I can't say enough about the job that Prairie Dogs and all the Big Six do with the Grand Prix Series. This is really a bright spot for District 37. There's so many riders that come from out of district into district just to race, this particular race and the series as a whole. It's awesome. It's like I said, it's a real bright spot for District 37.
Prairie Dogs, District 37, we appreciate you greatly, and it is a winning combination, guys, because we have another slam-packed turnout. Oh, thank you very much to our Prairie Dogs. And how about that, Nick? You can be at more than one place at once. Thank you, though. I know it's been an awful lot of work for you guys, and you guys have put in a lot of effort to make this course what it is.
Yeah, I'm very thankful to the Prairie Dogs and all of the crew members that are out here this weekend. Honestly, if it wasn't for all of these people helping us out in the club, we wouldn't be able to put this race on at all. So I'm very, very, very thankful to all you Prairie Dogs. I know you guys are out there right now. Thank you again. We put on a great race, and just very thankful to NGPC as well. So thank you all.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you, Bud Feldkamp, Lori Wilson, and the entire team here at Glen Helen Raceway, as we've got another great, beautiful race. Look at that.
Brendan Watson stretching that jump out.
Brendan Watson showing he's ready for pro motocross. When you get the train, day in, day out here in four-stroke A, with greats like Ty Davis, Dustin Davis, it's definitely a feather in your cap.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see. It's good to see that team working out really well this year with those 2 young boys. I know they're riding. They have a statement to prove. I know Dustin's eager to get this win. I know he won last year, and I know he wants to back it up again. So it's good to see him out front. It's going to be tough though. Cole Zeller is he's on a tear right now, and Cole is he's showing that he belongs at the front, and I can see it right there. They're coming in through the scoring chicane. So. I don't know if that's Brendan. That might be Brendan Watson. That is Brendan Watson, yeah.
One of our talented members of the broadcast team, too, James Burtock, gave us this view where we can see comments right now. So we want to shout out Lee DeMartil, Dare's mom and girlfriend, watching from Miami, Florida. Trevor's baseball cards, telling us to smash the like. Some people asking if the great Josh Mosman's here. I believe they're here selling sourdough, not racing, with his lovely wife. Jay says, go Maddie. Jim Phillips in there. We also got Andy, 5786, watching from England. Steve Payne watching from San Diego. So welcome everybody, and thank you for watching us here on the NGPC YouTube channel.
Yeah, I would touch on Josh Mosman. I believe he was involved in a first-turn crash yesterday, and I think he hurt his foot pretty bad. I saw him limping around. I wasn't able to follow up with him, but I do know he was involved in some sort of fall, I believe.
Well, thoughts and prayers to Josh Mosman. Let's hope he has a quick recovery, because I know he'll be getting ready for the two-stroke nationals coming up here at Glen Helen. Nick, will we see you at the two-stroke nationals?
You might.
That would be great.
You might have talked me into it.
I would love to see you here. We're looking forward to a lot of great coverage. I know Ross Fitz and Aaron Kennard and the L&M media team is ready to go, as always, for that great race, and we'll be here to cover it, as well as MotoFest, which is a big deal that Bud Feldkamp is really putting on his own pro national. Last year, took $100,000 out of his pocket for the Stopwatch Nationals and MotoFest and gave it all back to the sport.
It's really cool that Bud Feldkamp is able to do something like that, especially for the privateer guys or the guys that are getting ready to travel across the country during the summertime, and they can make some money to help expenses out, fuel, engine, anything they really need. So kudos to Bud Feldkamp and the Glen Helen facility. I know Troy Lee Designs is pretty involved with that. And it's just you got to have guys like that in the sport for this sport to grow. So kudos to them.
All right, as we continue to progress through a beautiful day for racing, 77 degrees, no humidity, Chamber of Commerce-like weather. Wish you were here. Yes, Bike Week does extend to California, the other Sunshine State. I had to jump on a plane. I couldn't miss this one. I was at Supercross on Friday, but I said, no way am I missing the NGPC race here at beautiful Glen Helen Raceway. It is so awesome, and it has lived up to its reputation, Nick. From what I understand, more than 1,600 entries out there in the pits. So kudos to you and the great club here.
Yeah, we did a good job this year. I'm glad we finally got an event without rain, and it's good to see everybody coming out. I'm glad that we had a big showing. Come race NGPC, guys, not just Glen Helen. Come race the whole series. It's 10-round series, national paying points, and get yourself an AMA plaque, man. Everyone wants a #1 AMA plaque in their garage, huh, Jack?
Oh, man, you talk about ultimate bragging rights forever. Can you imagine how many cold ones were had looking up at an AMA plaque, or maybe a little bench racing with a few iced teas in the garage? That's what it's all about. Who will get the trophy today? That's the big question. We still got 60 minutes plus left to go. Dustin Davis having a potential career outing as he's having a breakthrough performance, leads the way here in the Pro 2 category. Dante Oliveira leads the way in the Open Pro category. We're going to step away for just a second, guys. We will be back. Stay with us. Round number 3 of the Rocky Mountain ATV MC NGPC series, presented by FMS, hosted by the Prairie Dogs. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Jeremy McGrath, and I trust Maxxis tires. It's the only way I roll.
We welcome you back to Glen Helen Raceway. Action heating up. Dante Oliveira, the six-time NGPC champion. That one's for you, Tom Doe, 4295 in the comments. Continues to lead the way around Glen Helen Raceway, but he's got a long way to go.
Yeah, we still have about an hour left in this. It'll be interesting how they do pit strategy today. We've got the Yamaha finish line coming through right here. A bunch of the 25-plus guys. There's the Joker lane, and he made it look pretty easy. I guess it's not really a Joker anymore, huh?
Yeah, no problem. I was standing there last night with Craig Hunter when it looked more like the section you see to the right. It was just bushes and cliff, and that's when it got really hairy. But these racers are so talented. After about 3 of them put lines in it, there were no problems whatsoever.
No, not at all. They made it look simple. It looks like Matteo has made his way into second place right now, and he's putting in a good charge. Maybe he can get up to his brother here.
Okay, so let's take a look at our running order. Dante Oliveira out in front. According to live time and scoring, Dare DeMartell second, but that may be outdated. As mentioned by Nick, we believe Matteo Oliveira got around Dare. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. I think Dare's right here. He's trailing Matteo now. Wow, Dare doing that big double on the REM track. But this will be a good battle. I know Dare has something to prove for sure. I know with that gas, running out of gas really hurt him in the championship, and he needs to get back in the championship. So a good finish, a good solid finish today would help him out. But when you got the Oliveira brothers, it's really tough competition there.
No doubt about that. Matteo Oliveira on the Husqvarna doing such a great job. New mechanic this year, the man they call Starsky, turning the wrenches on his bike. A whole new dynamic. I had to rub my eyes at the first race of the year when I saw Matteo on a white bike. Longtime KTM racer. He said he feels right at home on that Husqvarna.
Yeah. I mean, another thing, like you said earlier, Jack, it's like he's tired of being Dante's little brother, and being on a different team now, maybe that gives him that, that little bit of courage there,
Well, I think it's ingenious marketing by KTM North America. For those of you who do not know, it's the same company, and I think if Dante is the dominator in this class, so if you're KTM and you're going to have an orange bike out front, why not put a white bike on the podium as well? And so far, that's really worked out for them.
Correct. Yeah.
Yesterday, we were able to speak to the great Matteo Oliveira. Let's take you to that and check in with Matteo. A lot of off-season changes heading into the 2026 season. One of them, Matteo Oliveira going to the white bike. You caught me a little bit off guard at the first race, but I got to say, seems like you're right at home on this machine. We're now at race 3. What's the learning curve been like?
No more learning. Learned all we could before the race season started, and then we got up and we just tried to execute. So I think if that was still learning going into the first round, we would have a little bit of problems, but everything's been smooth sailing, and I'm loving everything.
You've got a new mechanic, a new bike. Do you feel like maybe this fresh breath of air, this change of scenery has actually benefited you? Or it seems like you're finding another level out there.
For sure. You know, the last couple of years, I've almost gone every year since I've been under the KTM Husqvarna umbrella with the new mechanic every year. So it wasn't something new to me, but it is definitely a little nerve-wracking how well you're going to gel with the person off the bat. And Tanner's been awesome. And yeah, everything's been working really well. So definitely a fresh breath of air and not having to, I guess, be put under the same tent with my brother is the only difference. You know, I have my own area, my own guys to work with, and everyone's been awesome.
Speaking of your brother, the question I like to ask all the NGPC racers out there is, how do you stop this man? I don't think anybody is more equipped to answer it than you. You know him inside and out. What do you got to do to run with your brother and really get in front of him and get that win that you've been chasing down?
Just focus on myself. You know, last year I was off to a good start and I was leading, then went down. So I had a couple of those last year where I think I was in contention and a couple of things went a little different. I would have won the races. So just keep on doing what I'm doing and working hard, focusing on myself. Keep giving good input to everyone, the mechanic, to suspension guys, and we're all here. If I do my part and tell them what I need to do, they'll be nothing but helpful. And you know, everything's been working well. I just gotta get in front of him and focus on myself, or if not, just hang in there and bring it down to the last couple laps where he's strong. And I think if I'm in that position, I'll be just as strong.
Well, great job. Good luck to you. And the way he's improving, I think it's only a matter of time before we see Matteo Oliveira on top of the podium. And you know what? Today could be the day for Matteo. You just never know. We learned that last year, even as Dante flows and builds a big lead around here. One mistake, one problem by Dante, and Matteo could be right there.
Yeah, Matteo keeps his pace going. I mean, he's bringing Dare with him. If they're going to go forward, Dare is trailing Matteo. This pro section's awesome. Overhead look here, going down into the meadow. Matteo looks really comfortable right now. We got a lap rider.
Remember, no blue flags out there, no blue lights. Great job by that lapper. He heard the fast guys coming, got out of the way. Might have slowed down Matteo just a little bit. And here comes Dare DiMartino, able to speak with Dare and his talented father, Brody, pre-race. Remember, this year they switched to the Beta 450 RC. Last year he's on the 480, and Dare says he feels more at home on the 450. Unfortunately, ran out of gas in Blythe. Well, check this out, Nick. Brody went to work, came up with a new vent system. He said he feels like they were losing some fuel. Speaking of fuel, we've already got pit stops coming in, but Brody went to work with a new vent system to try to keep more gas in that tank, because here at Glen Helen, you're going to need every single drop.
Yes, you are. I mean, all the hills, all the high-speed sections, this is a faster track. Absolutely need a big tank out there. Whatever it takes to get more fuel in the bike, for sure. Also, though, you don't want it to be too heavy, so it's a fine line. Do you take on more pits, Jack, or do you go for the bigger tank? That's the question.
We were talking on that topic with Mark Tilley at the last race, because, one school of thought would say, run a huge tank, then you don't have to pit, but how much heavier is your bike going to be? And when you're running a 90-minute grueling race, it's going to zap every single ounce of energy out of you. I think you guys in the comments might know better than me, but I believe a gallon of gasoline is 5 pounds, I think, maybe? Does that sound right? But it's heavy. It's heavy. I mean, a full tank of gas is super heavy, so that's more weight you're going to be carrying around this Glen Helen racetrack.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is, right, you got 3 gallons of gas in some of these tanks. Just go outside to your lawnmower gas if you can, pick it up and feel how heavy that is. I mean, it's a lot of weight on a motorcycle, but at the end of the day, it also helps. These courses are so rough, and sometimes the more weight, the better it is. A little bit more compliancy out of the motorcycle. As we can see right here with Brendan Watson, he's looking nice and compliant. Blake looks good. He's smooth, and Brendan Watson's really looking good out here today.
So I just Googled. I wanted to correct myself here, Nick. I thought that I might have overshot on that. Believe it or not, a gallon of regular gasoline typically weighs about 6.1 to 6.3 pounds. Wow. So, I mean, think about that. 3 gallons of gas, that's 18 pounds put an extra 18 pounds strapped to your back and try riding one of these dirt bikes for 90 minutes. You'll feel it.
Yeah, no thank you, right, Jack? No thank you. But that's you got to get through these races, and unfortunately, you got to run a big tank, and that's part of the game. It comes down to pit strategy, and that's just how it is. 2 hours long. We're out here for virtually 2 hours long, so.
Well, we shall see if Dante Oliveira can get it done and get back atop the podium here at Glen Helen Raceway. Hope you guys are enjoying this live coverage on NGPC YouTube. Big thanks to all of our great sponsors for making it possible. And that begins with Rocky Mountain, ATV, MC, FMF, of course, Precision Concepts, TBT Racing, Guts Racing. Check it out, guys. We do have a discount code for Guts Racing that you can use at gutsracing.com. Take advantage of that. Precision Concepts, ASV, Skags Racing, IWC. In fact, Precision Concepts you can scan right now with your smartphone to save a lot of money. And also a big sponsor today, 1-800-DENT-DOC. If you get a ding, give them a ring. If you have a dent in your car or truck or maybe even your toolbox.
Yeah.
Although I asked Craig Hunter like 2 years ago to get a dent out of my toolbox, and I'm still waiting. He said he could do it, but I'm still waiting.
Oh, he could do anything, right, Jack?
That's true. If you get a ding, give him a ring. 1-800-DENT-DOC and TBT Racing, some of our great sponsors out here. We could not do it without you. Thank you guys for keeping these live broadcasts going strong at the NGPC Series. 10 races this year. Hope to see you at least one. This, of course, round number 3. The opener was at Delano. Second race in Blythe. And here we are at iconic Glen Helen Raceway. Looking forward to the next round in Reno, Nevada.
Reno, Nevada. That's going to be a good one. I can't wait to go up there.
Yeah, brand new facility. Looks like somebody having some problems out there as we continue to progress our way through this one. Pit stops will be coming up for the fast guys. Look at how the terrain changes, too, once you start climbing the elevation here at Glen Helen Raceway. I've never been up there. I'll tell you, Nick, I don't know if you could let me borrow one of your bikes one day. I'd love to just take a slow stroll up there and take advantage of some of these visuals.
Jack, I've been asking you for years to get out there at least for one race, man. We got to get you out there.
Well, I would love to. The only problem is if I'm in the back of the ambulance, I'm not going to be able to cover this race, so I got to be careful and mind my manners out there. But I'd love the opportunity as this man puts on a clinic. Dante Oliveira, the new father. Congratulations to him. Oftentimes, I know his baby boy Vinny was at the last race. And Dante really showing why he's one of the best in the world here today. I bet Dante will run the two-stroke nationals. The NGPC boys really represented at the two-stroke nationals last year with Hoeft winning it. Oh, yeah. Dante running up front, Dare running up front. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when we get to that race coming up shortly here at Bud Feldkamp's Glen Helen Raceway.
These off-road guys are pretty competitive in the motocross atmosphere, would you say?
Oh, tremendous competitors. Yes, you got to say, when you look at all of dirt bike racing, probably some of the most finely conditioned athletes here. I know the GNCC races, they're like 3 hours. They're very tough as well. Yeah. They don't feature quite as much high-speed stuff, though, so it's a different kind of physicality here at NGPC to be able to go this fast for 90 minutes.
Yeah, there's all types of styles of racing, but as we see Dante getting ready to do the hill, and then Matteo and Dare, they're not far back off of Dante right now, so like I said, apply the pressure. If you apply a little bit of pressure, Dante, going down the hills, he looks over, he can see his little bros right behind him. And
here we go up Joker Hill.
There we go. Yeah, there's Matteo and Dare. They're inseparable right now, and man, they're running. They got to be running about the same lap times as their brother or as Dante, because there hasn't really been a much bigger gap than what we've seen here on screen.
Great job by our media team to stay with this battle. This might be the most entertaining battle of the day. Husqvarna versus Factory Beta. Matteo Oliveira trying to hold off Dare DeMartile. Dare DeMartile has had a great start to the season, led in round number 1. Like I said, unfortunately ran out of gas. That pushed him back to 7th last round, but Dare looking for a coming out performance here as he battles Matteo, looking to get back on the number 2 spot on the box. It looks like Dante, I don't know Let's see what our live timing and scoring tells us. I'd say with the eye test running about 10 seconds ahead of these guys. Dare DeMartile to the outside. Here comes the factory beta, 450, stalking and lurking. Dare DeMartile with a fistful of throttle trying to get around. Matteo Oliveira, can he do it? His mom and his girlfriend cheering from 3,000 miles away in Miami, Florida, hoping their man, Dare DeMartile, can get ahead of Matteo.
Yeah, Dare's moving forward. Matteo just got to keep his head down and keep moving and see if they can't get up to Dante there. But looks like Dare's carrying a little bit more speed right now. Matteo's a little bit tense. Maybe he needs to loosen up. Maybe he's dealing with some arm pump or whatnot. But see if we can't get him on the straightaway. Get that breath of fresh air. Get back there out on the track.
Dare coming in. Dare, perhaps they were a little gun shy after what happened last round. Ran out of gas. There's the talented Brody DeMartile. The quick fill, the IMS, 3 gallons of fuel into that beta 450, and he is off now, just like the Daytona 500, just like the action in NASCAR. Pit stop strategy will be paramount here. Dare's got a full tank of gas.
He has a full tank of gas. I'd be interested to see.
Matteo does not.
It would be interested to see what KTM Husqvarna pit strategy is. I'm guessing they're going to have to pit after this lap. There's no way they're going to go 5 full. Maybe 6. They were going 6, I think. This would be. And we'll see.
I don't know. Maybe one of our spies can help us, but I don't believe Dante came in. He might have, and we might have missed it, but I don't think he did. We know Matteo didn't.
No, definitely. I don't think he did. We just saw there Dustin Davis still leading the Pro 2 class, looking good, looking sharp. He's got a padded gap, which is good. But yeah, I'd be interested to see that pit strategy, because now that puts Dante in a position, or Matteo in a position to really execute a good lap here, so he can pad his gap even more when he comes in to pull in for fuel.
42 plus minutes remain from a beautiful day for racing here. Glen Helen Raceway, Jack Cropella, Nick Garvin with you. Round number 3 of the NGPC series. Oliveira out in front. There's the 87 of Sam Prachira.
That's Cody Simpson right there.
Cody Simpson, the 2-stroke behind him. Shades of the 2-stroke Nationals. Where's my YZ250 fans in the comments? Let me hear. How about that 2-stroke hanging with that SLR Honda?
Doesn't look like a disadvantage to me, Jack. He's hauling right now.
No, it doesn't. In fact, I talked to Cody, and he feels like in many cases it's the faster motorcycle. He said a little bit of a disadvantage in the corners. He knows the 4-strokes have more low-end torque to pull away, but he feels like once you get that YZ250 up on the pipe, up on power band, he can pull away from the 250 4-strokes.
He's really going for it right now. He did not like that pressure got around him. I mean, obviously you don't like to get past, but he is pushing it. Look at him go down that hill.
Great battle we're witnessing here.
Nice.
Honda versus Yamaha, Simi Valley Cycles versus SLR. Who's got the wherewithal? Who's got the persistence to continue pushing hard? You know they're tired, as we are more than halfway gone in this 90-minute affair.
Yeah, they've been coming out of Horseshoe Canyon there. They're going to get ready to go back up Yamaha Hill here.
Sam Prachira's family, no doubt, watching us from Australia. Good day, mates. Might be morning in Australia. We'll have to do a Google search exactly what time it is in Google, Australia right now. But it is a worldwide broadcast, and so happy they're here with us. Eating that roost is not fun. You know what that's like, Nick.
No, you see the rocks. You see the rocks there. The Yamaha is deteriorated, I would say, after this last weekend. But Cody, if Cody just keeps the pressure on Sam, they get to the off-road stuff. Cody seems to be a very, very, very good National Hare and Hound rider, which applies out here to, the tight canyons that we have in Boy Scout. So see what Cody can do here on this next lap.
Cody Simpson and the YZ250 hunting down SLR's Honda's Sam Pritchard. We got pit stops coming in, and there is Ryan Boyd filling up Derek Drake. Ryan Boyd right at home. That is the aforementioned Bar-X team. You've seen him in action out in the Supercross circuit. They run 250 West. He bangs bars with Hayden Deegan and company on the regular, but he's here at Glen Helen this weekend. trying to get it done. He's got a little bit of break before the 250 West boys get back into action on the Supercross Tour, and he's doing a fine job out here at Glen Helen Raceway. Only his second ever shot at a Grand Prix race.
Oh, wow, that's interesting to hear. It's really good that, we got the pro motocross guys coming out here to ride. I'm assuming they're getting him ready to go for the Nationals, which he had a killer year going last year. I mean, he was in the top 10 multiple times, and I'd be interested to see how he does this summer if he plans on racing the outdoor motocross series.
Here we go, guys, continuing to work our way through this race. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to Kirk McGee in the comments. Here comes the 26, Justin Hoeft, and the Cowboys. Oh, that's Colton Eck. I'm sorry, Colton Eck's dad, the Cowboy senior, filling him up. Colton Eck running with Kawasaki Pro Circuit off-road this year, backed by Fast House, Hatch Racing, Dunlop, Maxima, Hinson, Twin Air, and IMS X-Trip Church.
Yeah, I'd be interested to ask Colton what happened here today. He's kind of further back in the Pro 2 class. It's uncharacteristic of him. Usually he's vying for a win, if not on the podium. It'd be odd. And Justin Hoeft is still running fourth in the Pro class. So the Cowie guys are having a little bit of a rough day today, Jack.
Yes, they are, unfortunately. Tough one for Team Kawasaki, but we'll see what they can do. We still got 38 plus minutes left to go. So glad you were watching with us. We see the comments down below. Shout out Yamaha Moto ADV. He's saying, thanks for streaming this. Well, thank you to all of our great sponsors. Thank you to NGPC, and thank you to our media team, LNN Media Productions, here with us today. Glen Helen Raceway, bringing you the action live. They were able to stream the amateur race live, too. Nick and I called that one on Racing Jack YouTube, so you can check that one out on demand later today, where Amari Arnold was the man to beat. But right now in this category, it's all about Dante Oliveira. Oliveira, DeMartile, Hoeft, your top four. We'll give you a look at the Pro 2 order. It is Dustin Davis, followed by Cole Zeller, Cody Simpson, Sam Pritchira, and Lane Lorenzo, rounding out your top five in Pro 2. We'll also try to get a look at Nick's class that he'd normally be competing in. Help me out with the points here, too, with the NGPC series. Do you get a drop?
You do not get a drop in the National Series. No, you have to race all 10, and that's just how it is. I don't know about the amateur classes. I'm not exactly sure, but I know this class you do not get a drop. You are scored at 10 rounds.
Well, that really makes me give you and Trevor Hunter a huge pat on the back. So what's that mean for you and Trevor missing this race championship-wise?
I know Trevor always has to dig himself out of a hole after this one. I'm not exactly sure how that really operates for him. I really don't know. I know he doesn't go to all the rounds either. He goes to the ones that he can get to, but he seems to always be at the front of the Junior 25.
Well, again, we thank you guys. If you don't know what we're talking about, the Prairie Dogs, our host club today, as we take a look at Moto KK. Michaela Nielsen, it was great to visit with her pre-race. I said, what's going on, Moto KK? She said, I'm loving NGPC and getting ready for WMX, where she will make her debut in Paula. Women's motocross becoming such a big deal. I was so proud of Moto KK at Anaheim 1. I looked up, 40,000 fans in that stadium, and who's on the big screen? Moto KK getting an interview as they continue to really push the WMX series. It's getting popular, and she's one of the key players out there. Moto KK taking out a cone, coming in for a pit stop for Mark Samuels' SLR Honda team. Looks like a sip of water and a supplement. Moto KK going to take a swig. Her bike's going to take a swig of race fuel, and she is off just like that.
And that's as easy as it goes. Oh, the straw came out there, so she just dropped the water. Bummer. It's really cool to see her and see where her career's gone. She's only 18 years old. She won the opening round of the Women's MX Series last year. She was definitely in the championship hunt to the end, so it's very cool to see her variety of racing that she does too, being the NGPC champion and then obviously racing professional motocross. And I do believe they do have like a sort of women's Disnations kind of thing in Australia, and I believe she's going again this year. Her and a few of her competitors, they race a bunch of countries and kind of just like they do at Des Nations, but for the women.
Super cool. Well, she's got a big lead out here today. Remember, she comes from Riverside, California. That's only like 30 minutes away, so she said she feels like she's got a really good setting on the suspension. There's another man who's got a good setting, digging in, feeling good. Six-time defending champion Dante Oliveira, living up to his reputation here at Glen Helen Raceway. Something I got to mention real quick, too. How about Mark Samuels of SLR Honda, quite the entrepreneur, comes out with a new energy bar called Mother F Energy Bar. But it's something these racers really like because it's easy on your stomach and has a lot of carbs and protein. And Moto KK said she ate 10 of them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those things are really good. I had myself one this morning. It was delicious. Mark, Mark Samuels is a very business-oriented man. It's really cool to see him getting into the food game. It really comes down to, he races a lot of Baja races. I'm sure he's been into pits before when you get a little snack and it just doesn't feel right. But if I got one of those at a pit, you best believe I'm going to be riding the best I have all day long.
No doubt about it as we continue.
Yeah, Matteo's on a charge right now. His brother's not that far in front of him. I wouldn't doubt that he catches up to Dante here in this next. He's got to go through the pits. They have to pit this round, this lap for sure.
Well, I know Bobby Dawson is probably watching this race from Florida. Bobby, drop us a comment. I know you're keeping tabs on your man, Matteo, with his new mechanic this year, Tanner Paplinski. And Matteo put on 40 pounds over the offseason. Can you believe that? He's been hit. Says he's weighing in at 175 right now.
40 pounds?
40 pounds. He said, I asked him what up. He said he's eating and just hitting the gym hard and feels a little stronger on the bike. And he's loving it. Maybe a trick. Maybe Dante told him, look, baby bro, you need to pack on some muscle. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, maybe that's what he had to do. I mean, it's 40 pounds is a lot. I mean, good for him. He needed it because he was a thin mint out there. It's good to see him building the character. Hopefully, let's see what these guys do if we can get to the pits here. Let's see if Dante hits the pits or not. See, Dante's got about 10 seconds on his brother right now. And Dare, I mean, he's got to be. We'll see. We'll see right here if he's going to, if he closed the gap too after getting pitted. Or he's going to.
Down pit row we go. Here comes Dante Oliveira into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. A big drink of fuel for that KTM, and he is off.
There he goes. And then I think Matteo did follow him in. So let's see where Dare's at, because Dare might make the pass right here.
So Dante Oliveira continues to lead us around Glen Helen Raceway today. Pit stops coming up as we are live on the NGPC YouTube channel. We thank you guys so much for joining us out here today. But interesting that Dare DiMartile came in early.
Yeah.
We'll see how that factors into this race, Nick.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't pick up any time on Matteo, and Matteo has a pretty much padded lead like he did before over him. Let's see here. There's Dante. There's
starting
Dante,
to come up on some lap traffic as we are 60 minutes gone in this grueling 90-minute race. But right now, the 6-time defending champion out of factory Red Bull KTM continues to lead the way.
Oh, he did get him. Dare did pass Matteo in the pits. That's Dare in front of Matteo right here. I was curious about that. So there's Dare. There's Matteo.
What a battle as we go 22 stories up Mount St. Glen Helen. The factory beta 450 of Dare DiMartile now leads the Husqvarna 450 of Matteo Oliveira. We've got quite a battle and still 30 minutes left to go. These are some of the most finely conditioned athletes in the world, showing absolutely no signs of fatigue 60 minutes into this race here at Glen Helen.
It's going to be a battle right here. These two race each other very hard, obviously respectfully, but they race each other hard. So I'd be curious to see if Matteo can't get around Dare or if they can't get back up to Dante.
Well, stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to step aside, but action continues here from Glen Helen Raceway. We'll be right back. Round 3 of the Rocky Mountain ATV MC NGPC Series presented by FMF, hosted by the Prairie Dogs. We'll be back right after this.
Nobody can get Detta.
I think I hear Detta riding.
Unfiltered joy and the all-new CRF 300F, made by Honda.
Welcome back to beautiful and iconic Glen Helen Raceway, San Bernardino, California. It is round number 3 of the Rocky Mountain ATV MC NGPC series, presented by FMF, hosted by the Prairie Dogs MC. I'm Jack Rapella from the Racing Jack YouTube channel. Alongside me, our resident racer out of the Prairie Dogs, the one, the only, Nick Garvin. Nick, we have seen some great racing here today, but it's all about Dante Oliveira in the Open Pro category.
Yeah, Dante's making it look pretty easy today. He's settling into a good gap, and when you get out front like that, you're a champion. You know how to manage your race, and that's all he's doing. He's managing his race. He's staying out front, and he's a champion for a reason. I mean, look at him. It's just another day for him in the books is where I'm getting at with that.
And how about the wild card today? We're giving you some great footage of Joker Hill. It is an option for the pros. We got pit stops coming in too. Is this Mason Simmons? Is this somebody with the RPM racing team?
I think it's Noah Gordon.
Noah Gordon out of Tucson, Arizona. He is off. A late pit stop for him.
Oh no, that's the new the
JJ Concannon.
Yeah.
JJ Concannon, all the way from Washington. Shout out to Mike Hurlburt, who is here with us too, out of FMF RPM Racing, former NASCAR truck racer.
Wild.
That man loves speed. He loves racing, and we appreciate him out here fielding the team. He told me too. He educated me on some of the history. He says, "Hey, you know, I was the first one to give Dante Oliveira a shot."
Oh wow, really?
That's what he told. That's what Mike Hurlburt told me.
That's awesome. Well, he was under that RPM 10 for quite some time before he went over to Red Bull KTM. So it makes sense. He's from up north. The Oliveiras are from up north, so it works out.
Very cool, guys. It is a who's who today at Glen Helen Raceway. Here comes the 318 of Brennan Watson coming. Look at that, getting a cold bottle of water from that young lady out of Zip Tie Racing. Where's Ty Davis? There he is, the Hall of Famer, the legend, the 8-time national champion, Ty Davis, helping out the next crop of racers. And this man, who we heard from earlier in the broadcast, is on his way into the pro category. Is he? He is leading in
4-stroke A.
4-stroke A.
Yep.
So, did you help me out? Did Watson? Did he win in Delano as well?
I believe Brendan Watson clean swept Delano for. I'm pretty sure he did.
So he could go 3 for 3 on the year as well, just like we saw Armani Arnold earlier on the Racing Jack YouTube channel. He's 3 for 3. And Dante's got an opportunity to go 3 for 3. Everybody's going to be getting the brooms out. We better get the brooms out here in Glen Helen. 24.
Everybody else in their competition, they should be going home and starting to train to beat these guys, because they're all making it look pretty easy, if I'm being honest.
For sure. As we roll down the massive hills here at Glen Helen Raceway, so much elevation, so many braking bumps, so many holes.
Yeah, Brendan Watson looks comfortable. He does. He's looked comfortable all day. He's in management mode at this point in the race for sure. Oh, here we go.
Moto KK Nielsen leading things in our women's division. 39-second lead over Ava Silvestri, followed by Dana Rayner and Madison Weber. As we give you a look at, I do believe that's the 6th time out there, Dante Oliveira out on a Sunday drive. Fistful of throttle. That KTM on point, hooking up, running well. Dante doing what Dante does.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to the, IWC Motorsports team for this drone footage today, Jack. Yeah. It's been excellent, huh?
Absolutely. All of our great sponsors. IWC is on vendor row. Skaggs Racing, we thank them. Tim, where is Tim Skaggs?
Yeah, where is
he out
Tim?
Racing the dang sports car? We got to see Tim Skaggs at more races. We appreciate what he does. A lot of lappers coming up. Look at this. Dante could have a hard time. He's got to be careful here.
Dare is less than 5 seconds
behind. Oh, my goodness.
Dante right now.
So the pit strategy paying off for Team Factory Beta. I know my man Carlin Gardner probably watching this from Bike Week or something, maybe not even Bike Week, because unfortunately the Factory Beta guys, they're parked in Supercross. They're waiting for the outdoors as Mitchell Oldenburg and Benny Bloss are injured. But I'm sure Carlin and all the Beta brass watching their boy Dare DeMartille. What a great representative for that brand.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Dare working his way up.
Lap riders are definitely playing a factor into this right now. The guys got to get out of the way, let the pro guys go. It's hard to... Ooh, he almost crashed right there. Zach Osborne's involved with Beta USA these days.
Very cool, man. Beta has really come on strong. They've done a lot in pro motocross, supercross, and right out here in the NGPC. Dante having some trouble. Oh, look at that. We got a lapper right in the fast line.
Oh, my gosh. Both of these guys are dealing with some lap traffic. I bet you the other guy doesn't know Dare's right behind him.
That's exactly what I talk about is 9-mile course. We don't have blue flags out there, so I don't blame these lappers. I give them the benefit of the doubt. They're racing for position. Yeah. They don't know it's Dante Oliveira behind them.
Blood is in the water for Dare right now.
Yes,
he can sense it.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's all coming together. Let me be honest. The first hour, we have not seen a lot of competitive racing, but I think for these last 22 minutes.
Yeah, and Matteo's right there, too. I mean, this is going to... Hopefully they group up, but, man, they're all right there. That's awesome. Look at this.
This is what we waited for. Dante Oliveira, Dare DeMartille, Matteo Oliveira, 3 of the best racers in the world, 1, 2, 3, with about 20 minutes to go this Sunday afternoon from iconic and legendary Glen Helen Raceway. My question, Nick, inside the mind of a racer, what's Dare thinking right now? He has not led this race. He's got to believe he's got the speed, but he also knows that man up front has seen it all, has more tricks up his sleeve than anybody in dirt bike racing.
Yeah.
When do you make your move, if you can, on Dante Oliveira?
Patience is going to be key in this one for sure, because Dante is a champion for a reason. You can't just go after and attack him. You want to burn your matches, and you want to burn your matches the right way. If I'm Dare, I mean, I can't speak for Dare, but if I was Dare, being patient. I got here, I got up, I got to him. Now follow his lines, match him, and make the move when you can. See if you can pressure him. If you can pressure him into a little mistake or a little bobble or the wrong line. See,
that could be a sign of fatigue.
It's a sign of third or seconds on my butt, and I need to go. We'll see what he can do here. I'd be curious to see if Dare can't make a pass on Dante.
Well, here's a question I have too. There are not many chinks in Dante Oliveira's armor, but is last year on his mind? Remember, this is the
front end slipping out right there.
This is the same situation he was in last year, and he made one mistake. It cost him. Do you think last year is on his mind at all?
I don't think last year's on his mind. Dante's the racer that just goes race to race, and it's Dante. I mean, his mentality is the next day. If you have a bad day, you must move on. And what I'm seeing, though, right now is Dante. I don't know if Dante is picking it back up, or if he slowed down a little bit. Maybe the lappers played a factor into that, but he's looking like he's hammering down now.
To me, it looks like the bike was getting loose at some point. I just wonder, if Dante watched his back. Dante, let's make it clear, we know you're one of the most finely conditioned athletes in the world, but at any given time, any given race, arm pump can sneak up, fatigue can... Is Dante a bit fatigued? Did something happen? Is there a problem with the bike? It seems like... I don't know. You tell me, Nick. It looks like that bike is having trouble hooking up.
Yeah, it's a little loose out there right now. I know he was here all day on Thursday testing with WP and KTM. wondering if they were getting some new settings for that bike. I'd be curious to know how it worked out. But he hit a big bump right there. But he's charging. I think he knows that Dare's right behind him, and if Dare's going to go, he's got to probably go now, because Dante looks like he's going to take this anger towards the end.
Keep this in mind, guys. To put this in perspective, we still have about a full moto, if this was motocross, 18 plus minutes on the clock, and they've already run over an hour. So this is why we continually talk about the conditioning, the blood, the sweat, the tears over the off season, in the gym, all the time on the bike. Dare DeMartille hunting him down. I know his girlfriend, watching from Miami, Florida, an avid marathon runner who pushes Dare to put on the running shoes, get out there and log some miles. She's saying, come on, honey, this is all the road work we put in. Let's do it. And we know Dare usually never looks fatigued. And he seems to be finding another gear here late at Glen Helen Raceway.
Yeah, they're literally going line for line right now. I mean, they are matching each other's speed. It looks like Dante's pulling out just a little bit here in this off-road section. Yeah, dude, wow. Dante is on a tear right now.
Yeah, Dante has an advantage in that section. Either it's the motorcycle or just Dante's skill set, but you can see it seems like Dare might close in a little bit during the moto section, but on these high-speed sections, Dante seems to be opening up a little bit of a gap. Let's see what happens down Boy Scout. And as we keep an eye on this battle, we were able to talk to one of the hottest riders on tour, a man who led last race out of Kawasaki Pro Circuit Off-Road, Justin Hoeft. Let's take you to that and hear what Justin said pre-race. One of the biggest names in racing is Pro Circuit. We're so happy to have him out here in the NGPC series. And a big acquisition over the offseason, the one and only Justin Hoeft. Justin, you've been doing a great job. P4 the first race, second last race. I know you're coming off an injury from last year. How are things coming together for you?
They're coming good. We had a good 2 opening rounds, and getting the bike dialed in, getting me dialed in, and we're looking to have a good race here at Glen Helen.
We've been following you for a long time. I know you're super fast. You won the 2-stroke nationals here at Glen Helen. How did this come together, getting the opportunity with a man like Mitch Payton and Pro Circuit? How did that come together over the offseason?
I started training hard, and I had a couple good races, and I knew they were looking for 450 riders, so we started talking a little bit, and all the pieces aligned, and it ended up being a really good thing for both of us. I'm really gelling with the bike, and really excited to go racing this weekend.
Well, I know you're an insatiable competitor, too, which makes him so successful, because I was bragging about your P2, and you're like, no, I want P1. So, straight up, here's the question. Everybody's trying to figure out, how do you stop this guy, Dante Oliveira?
I think I'm on a good track to doing that. We're shaking on the bike. It's only our third race with it, and I'm getting really comfy on it. We had some good testing on Tuesday, and I think I'm right there, getting in good shape. Have a great bike, and I need a great race.
Well, good luck to you. Justin Hoeft making a big step up, and just like everybody else out here, trying to inch a little closer to our defending 6-time champion. And we believe Justin Hoeft in 4th here today, so good outing for him. But right now the story continues to be the battle between Factory Red Bull KTM and Liquid Moly Factory Beta. Dare DeMartille and Dante Oliveira slugging it out. We could potentially see the white flag depending on how the time goes. Remember, the way it works here in Grand Prix racing, they won't throw the whites until we have hit. What mark will they be looking for the Prairie Dogs?
So there's a bubble that we try and stay in, right? The race is supposed to be an hour and a half long. So there's a bubble of, okay, do you throw it at the 120 and hope that you get that 10 minutes, or do you throw it at 130? So it's going to be up to race referee Craig Hunter on what they're going to do here.
We know what the racers probably want. They're begging for mercy. Again, this track gets rougher each and every time out. I'll never forget what Grant Harlan told me, Supercross star. He was here for MotoFest, and he looked at me and said, man, I'm just trying to not get out of here in an ambulance. He said, this place is brutal, and, it was very direct and to the point, but it can be true that This is known as the roughest, toughest, baddest track for good reason, especially when some of these shadows start setting in late in the day. Visibility goes away.
Yep. This track is notoriously known for bite you moments here. This track is rough. There's bumps that are created here at Glen Helen that really don't form up anywhere else in SoCal. It's a love-hate relationship. Glen Helen is a love-hate relationship. Either you love Glen Helen or you hate Glen Helen, and I love Glen Helen.
From what I understand, we got almost 1,000 people watching live. Shout out to Kurt McGee, who says it's a good beeping race. We'll beep that one. Thank you for the enthusiasm in the comments. Kyler Hockey, Racing Jack the Jackhammer, thank you very much, giving me a shout out. Rigo6224 says sick race. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, give this a share. Let's keep NGPC growing. They work very, very hard to get the sponsors they need to put these live broadcasts on, and we want to get them as many views as they possibly can, because more views equal what? More potential customers like IWC Motorsports Tire Pros. Talked to him yesterday, and he said not only can he get you a motorcycle tire, he can service your truck and trailer.
Yeah, he's the guy to go to. You need some wheels, need some tires. You want to be rolling, go see IWC. They're they come out all weekend long. They race themselves, and it's really cool to have a sponsor like that. They're also local to the San Bernardino area here.
Very cool. Southern California living up to its reputation today. We talked about this race has had miserable weather the last 3 years. It's been waterlogged, it's been soaked, it's been cold. Not this weekend. Perfect weather for racing, and we're seeing some high-speed action here at Bud Feldkamp's Glen Helen Raceway. 12-plus minutes left to go. Will we see the white flag this time by? That's the question. Dante Oliveira and Dare DeMartile continue to battle. What's up with this? What the Prairie Dogs do with these I don't know what you call these little tunnels here.
The concrete tunnels?
Where did they find those?
I'm not sure. They've always been here at Glen Helen. We used to use those for the Last Dog Standing event. They'd ride on top of them. They'd go through them. The whole thing. Craig put it in on Friday before Unclassified. We used it for just that, and then Trevor made the decision to just use it for this pro event, and it just adds a little variety, something that we could use here, slows the racers down. Jack, I think Dante, he put the hammer down, man. He did. He really did.
We'll have to get an updated shot of where Dante and Dare are. They were battling for a while. As we take a look right now, as you can tell, to look at some of those holes and some of those braking bumps here at Glen Helen Raceway as it continues to get rougher and tougher as we come up on the 10-minute mark. What a hard-fought affair it has been here today at Glen Helen Raceway, San Bernardino, California. I got to say, too, that Joker Hill has not really been a problem. We thought it was going to be a big problem, and these racers are showing how talented they are. They handled it with ease.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, when Craig came to me and said he wanted to put that in our racetrack, I said no, I think it's a dumb idea, which we're going to cause a bottleneck. And yeah, I'm eating my words. There's nothing happening there. It's just another hill on the racetrack, a little bit sandy. Let's see here. They got the Maxxis arch before the hill. I think that's really rad. Mike Farmer is here all week. Weekend selling Maxxis tires. Really cool to see him put the arch up for the pro section. There's Dante making it look easy going up that hill.
Easy. That's a Sunday drive. Now, I'm telling you, I got the video up on CycleJack Facebook. You got to see it when the first couple riders hit it yesterday. There were some major problems, but not now. It's a new trail.
It's a new trail. The guys are just jumping up that cliff right there, and it's just getting traction. And Matteo's making his way back into the battle as well. He's not too far behind Dare. 10 minutes to go. I mean, that's enough time. That's enough time for him if he wants to put a push and grab him.
Beautiful day for racing, and we are in the final stages. Does Dare DeMartile have enough left in the tank for a final charge on Dante Oliveira, or will the 6-time champion regain his dominance here at Glen Helen Raceway? Perfect 2 for 2 on the season, looking to notch win number 3. And what Dante really wants more than anything, because I often have this conversation for him, I say, what's next for you? You've done so much here at NGPC. What he keeps saying over and over again, 6 days. He wants to win 6 days really, really bad.
Yeah, that's a big push for Dante. I know he loves the 6-stage enduro. You know, Kirk Caselli was the same way. He accomplished so much, and his biggest goal at the end of the day was to win 6 days. So it's really cool for him to take that on.
Check it out, white flag waves. This is it, our final lap. Let's see if we can get a look at this margin. Just the gap between Dante Oliveira and Dare DiMartile. There's the 200, the Beta 450, digging in, running smooth. It seems like Dante has pulled away, though. What happened here, Nick?
I just think that, you know, Dante...
Oh, wait. That's not Dante there, no.
No, I just think that Dante, it's just Dante. He just hammered down. He might have made a mistake the lap before, which, you know, Dare might have been able to catch up to him. But the way that Dante was riding when he exited the motocross track and got to the off-road, he just looked like he was pushing, putting a sprint lap in, opening up his gap again, and now we're seeing it.
Yes, we are. Yes, indeed. This is it. This is gut check time. Final lap, the 8:31, Matteo Oliveira. What a great season for him, too, as he continues his podium performances. Heavier frame, 175 pounds, new bike, new mechanic, new team, no problem. Matteo Oliveira having a breakout year.
Little shout out in the 25 plus there. Clay Hengeveld still leading. Really cool to see Clay out here racing NGPC.
Dare DiMartile.
I'm trying to pull up our live timing because I'm hearing that Cole Zeller is pushing up on Dustin Davis, which, yeah, he is. He's only 5 seconds behind him right now.
Oh, man, we'll have to try to get a look at that. As I said, Cole Zeller's been very, very hot. Seems to be a great move. His move over to RPM Racing has really benefited him. He's found a great home there. And as for this man that you're taking a look at right now, the 200 of Dare DiMartile, it was 2 years ago, Ridgecrest, California. He scored Factory Beta's first NGPC win. I'm asking you, Nick, are we going to see another Beta win anytime soon?
Definitely, absolutely. You're going to see him win. You're going to see him get one for sure this year. He might get a few, actually. He looks good. He looks comfortable. It took him a few years to get used to the series, and now he's just making a name for himself in NGPC. I love the fact that he races a Beta. It's a great manufacturer to race for, and you know, he makes him look good, and he rides that bike really hard. If you ever go out there and watch him in practice, he rides that bike hard.
What a tough racer for sure. Relentless, persistent, and super, super fast. What a talent he is. Dare DiMartile. We'll see him in a couple rounds. Pro Motocross. Uh-oh, somebody lost a front fender. That's not going to be fun here at Glen Helen. You're going to taste some of your own roost. Who is that? I can't see the front number plate. That shows you. Let's see if we can get eyes on that. 522. Would have to look through our...
Tyler Price, I think. Yes, it is. Tyler Price, yep.
Oh, my goodness. Tyler Price out there with no front fender. This track will eat a motorcycle.
Literally.
For sure.
Literally. Hey, man, we told you it was rough out there, and... poor guy just became the soul of it. Oh, Cole Zeller got the pass on Dustin Davis.
Say hello to your new leader, Cole Zeller, RPM Racing. Mike Herbert absolutely loves it. He's going nuts. Does Dustin Davis have anything left in the tank? That's got to be demoralizing to lead the whole way. And with just 5 minutes left to go, Zeller got the pass on you. We'll have to stay with that battle and see who will come out on top here in the Pro 2 category.
Wow, yeah, I mean, Cole Zeller really had to make some time up for sure in this race because Dustin Davis had a nice 25-second lead. I'm wondering if maybe Dustin made a mistake or if Cole Zeller just turned up the heat. That could very well be. You know, Cole won the last race a few weeks ago at a works race, so and he's taken that confidence into NGPC, and it's really cool to see him and RPM KTM really becoming a good fit.
Wow. Great racing to close out the day here at Glen Helen Raceway. Oliveira continues to lead in the 450s, 250s, very much undecided. Cole Zeller alongside Dustin Davis, two of the bright young talents out here doing battle. There's a look at the Yamaha finish line. That's what they're all striving towards as the Prairie Dogs count down the minutes till we throw the checkered flag here at iconic and legendary Glen Helen Raceway. I can tell you right now, there's a lot of racers out on track right now hoping and praying and wishing for that checker, saying it is time to bring it in. It's been a rough day.
Yeah. This track is beat. This track is beat with 1,600 entries this weekend at this race. This course has definitely gotten a lot of abuse, and I'm sure these racers are... the heat doesn't really help either, but I'm sure these racers are ready to be done with this race course.
No question. 25-plus Junior A. Fout leading the way there, having a great run. Alloway leading the way in 2-stroke A. Congratulations to him. As we are on our 8th and final lap, just a few minutes left to go. We'll get eyes on our leader, and we're also trying to stay abreast of that great battle in the Pro 2 category. Here at Glen Helen Raceway, round number 3 of the NGPC series. It's been a lot of fun for sure. I would, if I left Bike Week for this.
Yeah, I know.
It was important.
I know it was.
It pained me to leave Bike Week.
I'm sure it did, but you're going back, right?
I'm going back. I'll be red-eyeing tonight. That's a big one.
Awesome.
I don't know if I think you've got a pretty good direct line of communication to NGPC, so I will throw this out at you that I know that's tough sometimes to get dates and move off traditional dates, but I was out with, there's a lot of people that go to Bike Week that want to come to this, like case in point, Jeremy McGrath at Daytona on Friday night. We got to get this race either a week earlier or a week later. That's my recommendation. We'll see. It's tough, though. They run a lot of people are talking about the next race coming up here next weekend at Glen Helen. There's just not much time to fit into the schedule here at Glen Helen, so I know that's tough.
Yeah, it's always tough. We gotta pick and choose our weekends. We get this weekend, thankfully, thanks to the NGPC for hosting this event. But there's a lot of background that goes into that one, so I'm not sure I can help with that.
And it's okay if it stays this way. So be it. It's part of Bike Week. That's what I say. Bike Week extends to California.
Yeah.
We love it.
I love watching your Instagram, Jack. You love motorcycles, so it's really cool to see. You go back and forth, and we enjoy having you out here. So thank you very much for making it work.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. I was pumping it hard. And what's cool to me is when I was at Supercross, a lot of people asking me, "Are you going to be at Glen Helen? And what's going on in NGPC?" And it just reminds me how small and how connected we are as a motorcycle world. Like people like Kurt McGee in the comments know that well, right? Colton Zero and Rubbin Bannon 223 and Yamamoto ADV in the comments. You guys know it. You're watching our live broadcast today. Far and wide, if there's a motorcycle race on, you'll watch it here on YouTube.
Hopefully we can get over that 250 battle. I know it was shaping up to be a good one towards the end. There's Dante right there. He's headed back towards REM right now. Dante looks like he's going to have this one in the bag if he just keeps it on 2 wheels the rest of the course here.
Yeah, great performance for Dante. He has done such a fantastic job. He has led this thing, pulled away, and just continues to show the dominance that makes him the 6-time defending champion out here at the NGPC Series. If you're a Timmy Wigan, if you're down the street in Temecula, if you're one of the execs at KTM, you got to say, man, we picked right when we signed Dante Oliveira.
Yeah, definitely. He's doing his job. KTM should be very happy. He's doing his job. He's winning championships for them. They're a championship team. KTM, they want, if you're racing KTM or under that group, you're the champ.
All right, so, we just found out that the great Nick Garvin's going to be doing Podium for us, too. How about that? Nick, welcome to the Podium performance. You're going to be our resident Podium man today, doing it all.
All right.
Wearing many hats. Huh? See what happens when you get off the bike. Craig Hunter will put you to work. You better watch out.
Yeah.
Tell him you need double pay today.
Dude, I need double pay for this weekend.
And there it goes. Dante Oliveira close it in on a victory around number 3, looking to be a perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Still with that intensity, Jack. He's been on it for the last hour and a half, and he still looks as fast as when he started on the first lap.
What an amazing talent. Dante Oliveira is doing a great job out here at the NGPC Series, as always. And again, we hope to see you, not only all of you in the comments, guys, we want to see it at NGPC this year. We also want to see you at Glen Helen. Two-Stroke Nationals, MotoFest, Vet Nationals. I've already personally challenged Nick Garvin to show up at the Two-Stroke Nationals with all the NGPC boys, so I look forward to seeing you guys. That's just a month away, I believe.
Is it a month away?
A month away or so. Early April, I believe.
Yeah, I got to start training, I guess.
Yeah, I know. We are off and running. Joker Hill has been a big success.
Big success.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I like it. I just, maybe next year we do something different.
Well, leave it to the Prairie Dogs. They will come up with something different, but I don't think he can come up with anything to stop Dante Oliveira, because whatever obstacle and challenge we have put in front of that factory Red Bull KTM Dominator, he has handled with ease. Look at Dante.
Look at Roos and the Prairie Dogs for him, man. That's awesome. We got Kai Hunter up there. I'm sure he gave him a little dirt.
Thank God Kai Hunter put a shirt on today. He was out there, no SPF, no shirt. His father, I said, how is his father recommending? He gets roosted with rocks, and thank goodness we got some protection for Kai Hunter out there.
I told the boys they were going to get sunburned. They both come back yesterday absolutely red, lobsters, and hopefully today they are not fried. Yeah, Dante's bringing this one in. He looks good. He's riding it in for another win. Put another win under Dante in the NGPC win list, extending his points lead again. Jack, if you're the pro guys and you got to race this guy in a few weeks, I mean, what are you going to do here in the next few weeks to catch him? That
is the question. How do you stop him? One of the most talented dirt bike racers in the world, a national hare and hound champion, 2 times work champion, ISD gold medalist, and ladies and gentlemen, they're 6-time defending NGPC champion, taking the checkered flag. How about a big congratulations in the comments to the one, the only factory Red Bull KTM rider, Dante Oliveira, taking the win. Congratulations. Will Dare DiMartilla hold on to second? We shall see. And thank you very much. Nick's going to head on down to the podium. We'll see in just a second down there with all our podium finishers. Here comes the factory beta of Dare DiMartilla coming in with a second. Hard-fought win for him. Let's see if it's the 831 of Matteo Oliveira. There it is. There's your 1, 2, 3. Your podium finishers here in the Open Pro category. It will be Oliveira, DiMartilla, Oliveira, 1, 2, 3 here today. Congratulations, guys. We also got to get an update on that Pro 2 battle. Let's stay with that. Will it be Cole Zeller? Will it be Dustin Davis? As we send him through the Yamaha finish line here at Glen Helen Raceway. Round 3 just about in the books. We look ahead to round number 4 in Reno, Nevada. So glad you guys have watched along with us. Stay with us. We got podium interviews coming up. And again, later on tonight, make sure you check out the amateur race on Racing Jack YouTube. Go to that one. Get that in. We'll be back in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, checkered flag waves and continues to wave here in Glen Helen. We'll be back in just a few moments to sort it all out from Glen Helen Raceway. Stay with us.
This did not happen by accident. It's more than just stocking shelves. This is 40 years of breakthroughs, hard work, and pushing limits. Always striving to be better. Because greatness doesn't quit. Rocky Mountain ATV NC. Get ready.
I'm Jeremy McGrath, and I trust Maxxis tires. It's the only way I roll.
What a day it has been as we welcome you back to Glen Helen Raceway. Still a lot of motorcycles coming in. We'll keep you updated on that Pro 2 category and the women's category. We do know it was Oliveira, DiMartino, Oliveira in the Open Pro category. We're going to talk to them in just a few moments on the podium. So stay with us. But my goodness, what a day of racing it was. Round 3, living up to the hype, the mystique of this track. Certainly delivering. It's always a good time to be here. San Bernardino, California, Glen Helen Raceway. I hope each and every one of you has an opportunity to visit. If you fly into LAX, about an hour and 10 from LAX, notwithstanding California traffic, come when there's no traffic, which might be never. Actually, if you come late at night or early in the morning and you can plan your getaway. Otherwise, you could fly into Ontario, fly into Palm Springs, and you're only about a half an hour away from this great facility where they turn tires just about every single day. The home of Bud Feldkamp, the house that Bud built. Gotta love it. Those pits were packed. How about 1,600 plus entries here this weekend, filling Glen Helen Raceway for round number 3 of the NGPC series. Let's give you a look at our unofficial results brought to you by Honda. Dante Oliveira, Dare DiMartino, Matteo Oliveira, Justin Hoeft coming home in 4th, Mason Simmons getting the top 5 today, Shane Logan 6th, Derek Drake, big tip of the cap to him, the newcomer, the Supercross racer, shows up on the Bar X team, takes home a 7th, Giacomo Redondi 8th, showing us a DNF for Dalton Shirey, the Desert Star. Let's hope everything is okay there. But Oliveira, DiMartino, Oliveira, you're 1, 2, 3 here in San Bernardino, California. NGPC, round number 3. Again, in just a few moments, we're going to send it down to Nick Garvin. We're going to talk to our podium finishers when they are ready to go. It has been an exhausting day for a lot of these racers. I know that. We want to thank all the great sponsors for making sure that this live stream was brought to you, and that starts with Rocky Mountain ATV MC, FMF, Prairie Dogs, Precision Concepts, TBT, Guts Racing, 1-800-DENT-DOC, Precision Concepts, ASV, Guts, Skaggs Racing, and IWC, Motorsports Tires Pro. What a wonderful round it was. I think our podium just moments away, getting set, where Dante Oliveira is a perfect 3 for 3 on the year. What a year for factory Red Bull KTM. I ask you in the comments, can anybody stop Dante Oliveira? Kirk McGee in the comments, he goes, podium ? Don't you worry, Kirk. We're going to get there. What I mean by that is if you're new to the sport, we're going to talk to the individuals who finished 1, 2, 3 here today and really earned it, and get their thoughts on what was a brutal and punishing 9-mile course. We continue to look at this wonderful scenic racetrack and backdrop here at Glen Helen Raceway. Great outing, too, for that Kawasaki Pro Circuit off-road team. I have to catch up with Billy Fulmer. I know he continues to make progress with Greg Bones, Bacon, and Mitch Payton and all those boys. I think we'll see Justin Hoeft step up nicely in Reno, Nevada. We continue to still send motorcycles through that Yamaha finish line. Big shout out to Mark Tilley, too. I believe Mark Tilley won his race. I got a video of him that I still got to post up. We'll see Mark back in the booth. Dirt Bike Magazine fame when we get here to the Two-Stroke Nationals, and when we get to our next round in Reno. I do believe Mark's taking a long trip out there. This is a short trip for him. He's like 20 minutes from his house, but he'll make the long trip out to Reno, Nevada. And hopefully we see some new entries there as well for a lot of the teams that don't necessarily get up a lot of the NGPC rounds. We want to see you in Reno as we continue on. Beautiful day. Glen Helen Raceway. Look at the mountains in the backdrop. Los Angeles, not far away. Tinseltown. All the great stuff that we've come to expect here in the Sunshine State. As for me, I'll be jumping on an airplane here soon and heading back to Bike Week, where you can check out all that coverage on Cycle Drag YouTube and Racing Jack YouTube. As soon as they are ready on the podium, We'll send it down there and we'll put a period. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to send it down to the podium. Nick Garvin has our top finishers today. Let's send it down to him. Take it away,
All right,
Nick.
guys, I'm sitting here with Matteo Oliveira today on third place in the pro race. Matteo, you made a run there, I'd say midway through the race, and then kind of dropped back to third. What happened out there?
I don't know. I was all in the whole time, and then these guys are just riding good. They know how to attack the whole time, and they have a lot of pace, so I'm happy I stuck in there for as long as I did, and I rode pretty well, but they're just they're strong the whole time. Just need to be a little better.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. One big thing, how is the Husqvarna? You really liking this thing?
Yeah, of course. I'm loving it. I got a super good package this year, super good team around me with Bobby Dawson, Tanner, Travis, Damon helping out on the weekends, and our crew chief, Robbie, coming out. My setup's pretty legit this year. I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, I love it. I love the fact you're on the Husky, separated from your brother a little bit. Anyone else you want to thank today?
My girlfriend for coming out and helping me every weekend, my parents, and the whole Rockstar Energy Husqvarna team. My mechanic, Tanner, Robbie for coming out, Damon for helping us this weekend, Dunlop, Fly, 100%, FMF, and the Prairie Dogs for putting on an awesome event.
Awesome, dude. Oh, good luck the rest of the year. Good to see you on the podium. All right, Dare, second place today. How was it for you out there? You put a hard charge in to get up to Dante there, and then kind of lost it there at the end, but good job.
Yeah, no, it was good. I hole shot it, man. I never hole shot at Glen Helen, so that was a big win in itself just to get off the line really good. And then, Justin got by me in the second turn, and it was a wild first three laps. And then, unfortunately, got into a pretty good groove with me and Dante and tucked the front and the back there and tipped over really quick. So Matteo got around me, and then I knew I had to put the charge on. So, yeah, did the best I could. And the pit strategy with me and my dad was awesome, pitting a lap early. Ended up getting back around Matteo, and then before I knew it, I was closing on the number one a little bit. And then, unfortunately, the lapper's last lap, Dante got around him really clean, and then that was where she ended up. So it's a good ride for me and the whole Beta USA crew. Can't thank everybody, all the team sponsors, Mika Metals, Liette Goggles, Moose Gear, Indivy Water, Works Connection, Achurbies, FMF, Ice Tech, Bryce, the suspension guy, Carlin, my team manager, Brian, everyone over at the team. It's been awesome. This is a 450 that we're riding this year for the off-road. It's the first 450 that we've taken off-road and done it, and it's proven pretty well, so I'm excited.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, you look really good. I'm looking forward to seeing you in a few weeks up in Reno. Maybe you can, that's kind of like your hometown-ish or up there, sort of, right?
We're about 2 hours from there, so I usually don't ride. I haven't been there yet, but Jared Fisher from MMX is going to be putting that event on. He always does a great job, and I'm excited. Yeah, so shout out to Jared, and also shout out to my girlfriend's parents. They got married yesterday in Miami, so I could have been there, but we're racing at Glen Helen, so it's awesome.
Well, choosing dirt bikes over marriage, man, that's cool. All right. All right, guys. Sitting here with Dante. Dante, another win in the books. How was it out there for you today?
It was a fun day. Got a great start and put the hammer down. Chased Justin around for like the first half of the track, and I don't think he knew about one of the split lines jumping on the road after Boy Scout, so got around him right there and tried to put a little charge down and get away from the guys. But they kept me honest the whole time. I had a charge for it and just kind of worked on riding smooth but aggressive and properly on the bike, so that was fun. And the bike was working great. A lot better than pulling my bike out of the bushes with like 3 to go than last year and missing the podium. So stoked to get it done and stoked with the team.
Yeah, one little thing there at the end, I saw Derry got pretty close to you, and then I could tell on the camera, I could tell you were putting in a hard charge there with pretty much a lap to go. How was that?
Yeah, I didn't know Dare was that close. I thought it was Matteo in second, and I saw myself get a little gap on Matteo, so I was like, all right, I got this nice, and then went through the pits, saw Banjo put like 5 down or something like that, whatever many seconds Dare was behind me and saying charge, and I looked when we were coming, I think, up Yamaha and back down. I saw Dare at the bottom. I was like, oh, shit. Started going and followed some lappers down a couple of the pro sections, so lost a little time there, but once I got it to after Boy Scout and kind of just rode smart, brought it home, had a little fun up that last little pro line, and yeah, it was good.
Awesome. Right on, Will. 6-time champ, winner of the Prairie Dog GP this year. We're headed back to you, Jack.
Thank you very much, Nick, and congratulations to the one, the only, Dante Oliveira, getting it done once again. Congratulations, and the question remains, can anybody stop that young man? There's a lot of talent up there. Let's give it up to Dare D. Martel, Factory Beta. Like I said, if it wasn't for Dante, there would be, probably 2 wins in so far this year, and same goes for Matteo as well. You're talking about 3 guys right there that could win any given race. Dante's just been so dominant, so hard to beat, so tough, and he has done an amazing job. That is for sure. I believe we're going to talk to our Pro 2 finishers here in just a few moments as we continue to wind our way through this broadcast. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I believe we're in our 4th year of streaming now for NGPC with the LNN Media production crew, and Ross Fitz, who joins us from Virginia, Aaron Kennard on his way back from Supercross doing such a great job, James Burtock, who I think might be the new MVP of LNN Media Productions. He does it all. He's got on like 5 headsets right now. I'll tell you, these guys got to move mountains to make that happen. Our buddy Justin is back too from Lucas Oil, and Giovanni Brito, our director, doing a fantastic job. Max Misano out there on the drone, Mike Bratowski, Hostway and company, and a bunch of other people, I'm sorry, helping us on this broadcast if I'm leaving you out. We love you dearly. It takes a small army. It's amazing what they can do. And we look forward to round number 4 of the NGPC series coming up from Reno, Nevada. Even the legendary CJ's in the house up here. Maybe we'll see CJ at Reno, Nevada, the hometown announcer here, track announcer at Glen Helen Raceway, as we await our Pro 2 podium and take a look at the scenic shot high above San Bernardino. Looks like we've got some results for you. Okay, unofficial, Cole Zeller coming home with the win. Congratulations to Cole, who was able to outlast Dustin Davis. Also, we've got Cody Simpson and the Yamaha YZ250 bringing home a 3rd place finish. Samuel Prachira, number 4. Lane Lorenzo in the top 5, followed by Noah Gordon, the Cowboy, Colton Eck, Caden Lynn, JJ Concannon, and the one, the only, Riley Binford, rounding out your top 10 today in the Pro 2 category from NGPC. Glen Helen, San Bernardino, California. We'll talk to those Pro 2 finishers here in just a few seconds, but man, so much young talent here in this series, and really that begins with Cole Zeller and Dustin Davis, and they battled bar to bar here, and we are ready. So let's send it down to the one and only Nick Garvin. He's got our Pro 2 podium finishers. Take it away, Nick.
All right, Jack, I'm sitting down here with the 3rd place finisher in the Pro 2 class, Cody Simpson. Cody, you were in a heated battle most of the race today. You were back and forth and back in 3rd, back and forth. Dude, way to come through. Consistency again on the podium. How was it?
Yeah, thank you. It was a gnarly battle with the boys here, and we kept it clean, luckily, and I'm glad I had redemption here at Glen Helen the last 3 years. I've broken off and hit a barrier, but I'm glad we're keeping it consistent on the podium this year, keeping the 2-stroke alive and sending it, baby.
That's right. Jack is he loves the fact you're on the 250 2-stroke. I mean, he loves it. What's it like racing this against the 250Fs?
Oh, it's a lot of work, that's for sure. Shifting a lot, revving, clutching. It's a lot of work, but I enjoy it, making noise, and it's a great time.
Awesome. Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, the whole Simi Valley Cycle crew, Gary, Blue Crew, Yamaha, Wonder Electric, FLD, SXS Skid Plate, Gainslinger Human Performance for keeping me dialed in every race, SCAR, DT1, FMF, IMS, and everyone else I forgot. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Congratulations on today's 3rd place podium. Head over here to the 2nd place guy. All right. Dustin Davis, man, you led more than half of this race today. You look great. You almost had a 30-second gap, or 30-second lead at one point. How was it for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good race. Haven't been on the podium all year, so I was pretty stoked to ride good and feel good. Just Zeller was on it, and he caught me, and he came on strong, and I was trying to put up a fight, ended up going down, but he was riding good, and, it just feels good to be up here on the podium.
Yeah, if anything, you take some confidence away from today. I mean, you led the first more than half of this race. I mean, any training that you're doing right now, or tell us a little bit about your program?
I mean, yeah, I just pretty much try to work as hard as I can every day, and just, I know I could have done it, and the confidence wasn't really there, and so I think this will give me some confidence going into the next round, so I'm excited.
Awesome. Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, number one, Zip Tie Racing, all my friends and family for coming out, Bobby from Husky, Fly, X-Brand, Garnet, the Nick Pascal Foundation, CNC Tile, Pro Taper, Rad Custom Graphics, Seat Concepts, Pro Circuit, AME Grips, Maxxis Tires, Moose Balls, and everybody else. Thank you so much.
Awesome jobs. Congratulations today on second place. All right. The big winner today of the Pro 2 class, Cole Zeller. Cole, we watched the whole race. You itch. Finally got there on the last lap, man. Take us through that last lap and catching Dustin here.
Yeah, the start of the race, I was really struggling. I missed the mark a little bit on suspension, and that's fully on me. And I just was riding too tight, so I lost quite a bit, and third and fourth were right on my tail. And once we pitted, I was able to regroup a little bit, be able to breathe, and then I was like, I couldn't see Dustin. I had no clue where he was, and I'm just like, I'll never give up, and I'll never not put 100% effort in every lap until I see the checkered flag. So once I saw him, I'm like, oh wow, I'm catching like really quick, and I can get this done, and that gave me a little extra motivation. And yeah, he put up a little bit of a fight, but I knew I was really good in that corner all day. I could make a pass there if I was close enough. So yeah, man, I'm so grateful to get a win here, man, and come from the back, man. I didn't know how that race was going to turn out. So, yeah, man, it feels so good to be on top.
That's awesome. Confidence is definitely flowing. Anybody you want to thank today?
Yeah, the whole FMF RPM KTM team, Mike and Sherry Hulbert, Lake Elsinore Casino, my beautiful fiance. She makes me work hard every single day, and I'm so grateful to have her. My dad on the wrenches, Cameron and Carissa with Gainesville Human Performance. I mean, my fitness is top notch, and you can see that the last few laps. So props to them for that, and yeah, everyone else that supports the team. Bob and Ryan at Precision Concepts, they put in so much effort into getting our bikes to be able to perform, to be able to win. So, yeah, I'm just so grateful for them and everyone that supports me and the team. And, yeah, you guys are awesome. Thanks so much.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Jack, safe to say the RPM KTM guys are going to be stoked today. Cole getting another win.
No doubt about that, Nick. Thank you very much. And congratulations, RPM Racing, getting it done. What a win. Cole Zeller, red hot right now. Dustin Davis doing a great job. And how about the two-stroke? The Yamaha YZ250 getting it done here at Glen Helen Raceway. What an event it was. Just one more class to hear from our pro women coming up in just a few moments. But how about it, guys? So far, Matteo Oliveira, Cole Zeller, victorious, and our other champion here today, our other winner, the one, the only, Moto KK Nielsen. We'll hear from her in just a few moments. She's got so much seat time here at Glen Helen, coming from nearby Riverside, California. Here's your unofficial results brought to you by Honda as we take a look down. Moto KK coming through ahead of Ava Silvestri, Dana Rayner, and Madison Weber, rounding out your top four. And I have been calling out, if there are any fast ladies watching this broadcast, guys, come join us. Enter the women's pro category here at NGPC. We want you out here for sure. As we do appreciate all you guys out there in the comments and YouTube land too. Shout out to you, Baseball Fortune, Tom Doe 4295 saying great coverage. Well, if you guys like what you see, remember we do this each and every round. Can't wait till we get to Reno. Be a new round for me, new round for the production crew. I know that L&N Media Productions will be looking forward to being boots on the ground in Reno, Nevada for the first time ever. Coming up in just a short month. Fixing to get busy too, because don't forget, we got the two-stroke nationals coming up here at Glen Helen Raceway in less than 1 month. where the legendary brother of Trey Kennard, his name is Aaron Kennard, will be ready to execute with his team, L&N Media Productions. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for our women's podium, where we'll hear from Moto KK in just a few moments. I guess the new Mark Samuels energy bar worked out well for her. I think are we hearing? She's all right. Let's send it down to Nick Garvin. He's got our pro women on the podium.
All right, guys, I'm sitting down here with the third in the pro women class, Dana Rayner. Dana, what a great day to be up here on the podium. How's it feel?
Great. I don't know what I was doing out there, to be honest. I thought I was in fourth, so I was just like kind of not cruising, but I was keeping my pace, so I felt really good out there.
Yeah. You raced multiple classes throughout the week, or 3 or 4 times, correct?
Yeah.
How was the course this weekend for you?
I wasn't too sure about the pro section, that one, the second one. So, yeah. I mean, I didn't hit it practice yesterday, but I mean, I hit it today and I got stuck the second time, but it is what it is. But I mean, the track's pretty good, so.
Good. Well, third place is not too bad. Anybody want to thank today?
Three Brothers Wicked, Go Fast Girls, Knuckles Up. They helped me a lot. IWC, everyone else. Thank you.
All right, guys. Third place. I'll move my way over to second here. Ava Silvestri. Ava, second place today in the pro class. Now, you've been racing like every weekend for like 2 months straight. What's it like switching back and forth, going from desert to GP? I mean, this race had to help a little bit more off-roadish, right?
Yeah, I actually really like this round every year. They do a good job at kind of, like you said, keeping it more off-roady and not super like moto style. But no, everyone always thinks it's like a super hard transition to go from series to series, and I actually really like doing this series because I feel like it helps me kind of, in a way, sort of have a one-up in those other series because the intensity in the series is so high every single round. So, no, it's good. I think, if anything, it's harder to come back to the GPs because, like I said, that intensity is so high. But, no, yeah, it's I really like Glen Helen this round because, yeah, it's a little more technical, and I like the pro section.
You like the pro section. So you're with Norman Racing. Anyone else you want to thank on this team? I mean, I know this is kind of a newer program for you.
Yeah. Of course, first and foremost, my parents, and of course, the whole Norman Racing team, Husqvarna, Troy Lee Designs, Oakley, FMF, Blood Lubricants, Racer Decal, AME Grips, Fast Company, and everyone else. Thank you.
Awesome job. Ava Silvestri getting second place today in the Women's Pro. I'm going to step over into the winner's circle here. KK, I know this is very familiar, but how was it out there today for you?
It was pretty good. I mean, the track was a little difficult, but I feel like it was one of the slower Glen Helens we've had, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, the pro section I feel like was pretty fun. Actually, like, I remember going up one, and I was just like cheering at all the guys because they were helping everyone all day. But no, it was pretty fun, and I had a blast. Still need to figure out my starts apparently, and then I made 2 big mistakes on the first lap, but happy to take it and try and run away with it. But yeah, it was a fun race.
Awesome. I'm hard. It was hard? Come on. It wasn't that hard. Oh, come on. All right. Well, anybody you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and my sister, my whole family for coming out, my friends that came out here too, and the whole SLR Honda crew. We've been putting in a lot of work, especially for WMX too, so we're just really going to work, and I couldn't ask for a better team. Everyone on this bike, we really put 110% in, so I'm blessed to have them.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, you guys. Jack, see you back in the booth, man.
Thank you very much, Nick, and congratulations to all of our lovely ladies. Moto KK getting it done once again. Ava, a great job as well, 108. Congratulations to her as well. All of our ladies coming out here. You know what? Congratulations to all of our competitors. If you showed up this weekend, if you put a little gas in the tank, if you got loose and strapped on that helmet and put on those boots, you've got my respect, and I certainly hope you get a chance to do it one day. AMA, NGPC, all roads now lead to Reno, Nevada for round number 4. And, of course, right back here at Glen Helen Raceway for the big 2-stroke nationals that we hope to see you at in less than a month. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big thanks goes out to our entire L&N Media team. My name is Jack Rapella, and for everybody here at NGPC, L&N Media Services, so long. God bless you. Stay safe. We'll see you in Reno, Nevada.